Hello to anybody who's jumping in the stream right now. We got about 2.5 minutes until the women take off. And right now, the ladies are filing in. And we're going to have some great tournament pinball here in just a few moments. So stay right with us. Thanks for being here. Just let me know if you guys need more audio or less audio. Either way. Let me know if you guys can hear yourselves. There we go. I just turned you all up. Oh, hold on. Now you should be good.
Okay.
There you are.
Here I am.
Excellent.
There you are.
Great.
Sweet. So it's 3 on the end. All right, great. Cool. All right.
Thanks, Stuart.
So just to let you all know, I'm going to let you guys kind of drive the action, so to speak. I'm just going to kind of take a back seat. I'll just make sure the graphics are good. Just to let you know, the games that we can cover right now are going to be Family Guy, and then all the games that you see there: Barracoa, Fishtails, X-Men, Godzilla, Cheetah.
Okay.
So, and
I think that'll make for some excellent streaming action.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I played all of these this weekend except X-Men. I never got pulled on it.
And in case one of the final games, I believe all the final games are going to be in that group of 5 that we have fixed cameras. That's why we have the fixed cameras there.
I would love that. That'd be awesome.
But just in case they decide to audible and go to Star Trek or something, we'll be able to cover it with the streaming wireless thing. So it'll just take a minute to move it.
Which I'm just going to call the Twilight Zone door from now on, because that's just what I think of when I see it.
Don't touch the door. Don't touch the door.
It is.
Second best pinball call out of all time.
Yeah.
I'd like to welcome everybody to jump in on the stream right now. It is 7:30, and it's time for the ladies as they start to file in right now.
I did just text my parents that I will be commentating on stream. I'm a little bit nervous about that. So hi, Mom and Dad, if you're watching.
Do you think you can grab me a bottle of water? Oh, yeah. Thanks.
I'm nervous about having my water bottle close to all of this.
Yeah. Luckily, it seems like this tablecloth might be absorbent. So.
I may or may not have spilled a coffee when I was helping with registration yesterday.
There you go. Valid.
They've got paper towels
I mean,
over
it's
there.
sad, but valid.
I didn't hit anything except the table and the carpet.
There you go.
Lexi, you're in town from
Portland.
Portland, PDX.
Yes.
bells and chimes. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out PDX Pinball. Shout out GK, Ground Control. Shout out to my Sunday Night League team, Gonky Kong.
Let me see if I can make some magic happen and throw some chat up there for you.
Oh,
that would be great.
Yeah.
Come chat with us, chat.
Let's see if it'll pop up on our screen. Oh,
got a nice wipe here.
There we go.
Oh, there's my dad. Hi, Dad.
And it disappeared again. Oh, there it goes.
Maybe he just didn't want to hear me talking to my dad.
Somebody from Party Zone, Grumpy Wombat 82. I'm gonna assume that's Ben. Good to see you, panel.
Since you shouted out your pinball team, I have to shout out the Wrecking Crew, reigning champions, Monday Night Pinball.
Yeah, Gonky Kong was bottom of the standings this season. Go team.
I mean, do y'all do like a reseed or something? Does that mean you're...
I mean, that's just where we ended up this season, and that's fine. We were a new team, brand new, first season.
You're building. You're building.
Yeah, we are, and it's going to be great.
Good.
We had a lot of fun, and that's what we signed up for League for. So,
hey, man, that's the goal, right?
So I think we're the real winners.
You know, I had hoped to qualify for women's, but I was pleased with how I played, and I had just a ton of fun doing it. So I think, again, yeah, that's.
Yeah, I mean, I was disappointed in some of my games, but I feel
So
like
the women are off and underway, and we're taking into Cheetah.
Which this Cheetah is just a dream to play. It's gorgeous. It's such a fun table. I say as poor Jessica has a bad bounce there off the slings.
Yeah, I actually just learned how to play this game a little over a month ago at Wedgehead in Portland.
It's a rarer title, but it's just kind of that champagne of early Stearns, 1980.
Yeah, this game can be a beast, but I find it so fun to play.
I was fortunate enough to have one on location for a long while at Adaball, and it was just like the fan favorite, you know?
Nice. All right, going up. Looks like she's going for those upper drop targets.
Yeah, so this is all about the drops until you light your collect bonus, which is going to be on the upper left orbit there. It's a green arrow that will light. It's a kind of a further down shot on the flipper. You want to build your bonus, and then once that collect light is lit, just profit.
Yeah, and we dropped into that right lane there. That will advance one of the letters on one of the numbers on those drop targets there, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And if you can get it to that upper left flipper, trying to go for a little sweeping action on that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's money.
It's the way to go. Looks like Jessica still has the lead here with 372,000 points.
Which is a good start.
Yeah, I mean, even Jade's start with 120,000 is pretty decent on that cheetah. It's been kind of a killer today.
What if you were playing Lexi, what would be kind of in your head like your target score? Like I'm happy with this.
I would be really happy with 1 million.
Yeah, same. Well, and especially
I think anything a little bit, even just a little higher than that would probably be.
I was saying like 1.5 would probably be, but on a tournament game, you have to remember these games are set hard. They're very fast. The tilts are set very sensitive, which as it should be. So you almost have to kind of adjust your expectations a little bit.
Yeah. All right, we got some bounces here off the sleeve.
Vanessa's trying to get some control here.
That nice little nudge.
Ooh, I don't like it when it goes halfway through. Yep.
Yeah.
If you do not hit that little U-turn shot at speed.
Yeah, it'll slow down too much and just drop you straight down the middle.
Yeah.
It's a bummer.
And that always happens like in slow motion.
Yeah.
You see it up there and you're like, no. Yep.
Here it comes again.
Oh, nice.
Nice
Okay.
save from Kate. So I don't know any of these players. I met Kate this weekend. I think yesterday's qualifier.
I'm sure that I met Kate at some point. Vanessa's a local player who I am friends with, and Jade Ong is in town from New York. She's a very fierce. I mean, everyone at this point
from
is
New York.
Yeah.
Traveled quite a way.
And she's been at the show for many years. So,
Nice.
and many other major tournaments too. So she's,
How many pinball arcade shows have you been to?
I think 2014 was my
Okay.
first year.
Okay. This is my first one, my first like big travel event.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, I've been to a couple travel tournaments, but they were a lot smaller scale than this.
I ended up going to Las Vegas, which I am not a Las Vegas person, but I ended up going to Las Vegas with my partner several years in a row.
That bummer hit right from that loop again.
Right, and this is one of those games where you see that spinner up top and you're like, I think I want to hit that. That
It
looks like,
so fun to hit, and then if you don't hit it at speed, you're
or even like that was a good hit on it, but just the return from that, it's so dicey.
it's a risk for sure. High risk, high reward.
High risk indeed, yeah. Oof, yeah.
It's a rough bounce for Jessica. Still the front runner in the round though, so we'll see where that takes us in ball 3. As we all know, you don't count your chickens until the end of ball 3.
And again, we're talking about world-class players here, so
We are.
anything
yeah.
can happen. Never count someone out.
And I can see here, it looks like Vanessa is in the top 1,000 IFBA players, which is amazing. She's ranked 981st.
That's, yeah, I mean, she's hardcore, man. Uh-oh. All right. And Jade actually, I think, gave it a little nudge as it was coming around that corner
Yeah,
to
kinda
try
line it
and
up.
preempt the sad, slow drain from
Nice
that.
little slap nudge there.
Yeah. This is really, really gorgeous play. She's
Yeah.
going for that 4 target, and I think the 5 after that. It's hard to tell from this angle.
Yeah, she's the only player I've seen so far that's really focused on those number targets.
For me personally, I think number targets first.
Yeah.
And if I happen to hit other stuff, that's good. You
Yeah.
know, that's a nice accident.
I like the number targets because they feel safe.
And
If you don't quite hit it, the bounce back will usually end up on a flipper.
and then the top 3 bank actually is it
Yeah.
builds your bonus X, and I don't feel too dicey about trying to bounce it up there. The spinner will feed those the bank of 3 drop targets at the top.
Yeah. And for those at home that are unfamiliar with this game, that 3 bank target, you'll see the flashing rows of lights. As you hit a drop target, it will pause the light correlating to it in place. And if you line up all 3, you'll get a reward. So lighting a spinner, or I believe advancing bonus, or
I think it advances bonus. Oof.
yeah.
Yeah. It was kind of a weird return, but a very solid ball from Jade.
Yeah, that was an excellent ball from Jade. All right, here's Vanessa. Ball 1 wasn't great. We'll see where she comes back from that.
This is one of the few games where I almost like to do like a full hard plunge to try and knock down one of those upper drop targets
Yeah.
and get it in the pops and hope that it bounces back up and takes one down for you as well. Right.
There we go. Oh, not quite on the loop there. Ben's commenting on our friend Zoe Vrabel's moves. Looks like she's on.
I mean, they don't call her legs for no reason, right?
Right. Looks like she's actually on Twilight Zone this round.
And this Twilight Zone is tough. At least that I've seen, nobody's been super running away with anything on that.
Yeah, I played in 4 qualifying rounds this weekend. I played 2 in the match play and 2 in the women's. I did not qualify in either of them, but that's fine. I was surprised I didn't get pulled onto Twilight Zone at all. It is one of my favorite pinball machines. So I was a little disappointed I didn't get to play it.
This one, again, the setup is great, but I think it's challenging, and especially because Twilight Zone's such a common game, it can be actually more of a challenge if you're playing one that you're not as familiar with. Ooh,
Yeah, I feel like that sometimes. Rough bounce there for Kate.
off the drop target.
Ooh, this is a pretty tight game. Anybody could take it at this point.
Yeah.
Up to those upper drop targets, just like you said.
And that's, yeah. Oh, and she does have her bonus collect lit now on that far left shot, kind of in the middle. Ugh. I mean, that's usually how it goes, right? You get it lit and you're like, okay, now just do the thing. And then you drain. All right, so Jade's just behind her. She's closely being tailed by Kate as well, so.
Tight, tight game. Analyzing the playfield here, seeing maybe where she wants to go with ball 3.
And then just to reiterate for anyone who's tuning in, our scoring for this format is going to be the 7-5
3-1.
3-1. So first position achieves 7 points. Second place gets you 5. Third place gets you 3. Last gets you, fourth place gets you 1. Ooh, almost. Oh, and a really unlucky return.
I have to say, even though I did not play my best in the women's qualifier, I had so much fun playing with these women.
It really is just kind of the best environment, right?
Yeah, like, everyone was so friendly and welcoming and kind.
It's high fives and claps for everybody, and
lots of good games. And someone had a bad ball, everyone was really encouraging.
As it should be, as it absolutely should be. Vanessa getting it almost to a trap on that upper flipper, which is kind of, you can't quite trap it, but you can. She's got her bonus collect too, lit.
Let's see.
Giving it, and she's, trying to build that bonus X.
She's got that double bonus.
I think that's a 3X, I believe now. Oh, unlucky.
But that collect there at the end does push her up into the 600s.
Now that's, again, why those upper 3 drops can be underrated. Oh, okay. And you can also see how the bonus is progressing on the playfield by looking at the lit green lights that go straight kind of down the center of the playfield.
Mm-hmm.
The bonus collect is lit.
So it looks like Kate's bonus right now is 30,000.
You have good eyes. I cannot see that. Right.
Nice spinner rip. Oh, I love a good spinner rip. It's so satisfying.
The best, especially on a game of this era.
So at this point, Kate does have it on bonus.
But why not keep playing Cheetah?
Yeah, absolutely. Never stop playing until you're solidly past the score.
Right. I need to, for
and
me
even
at
then,
least.
just say good game and then play it out.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Well, and we do not get practice on the tournament games. So.
No, we don't, which was rough when I got Barracuda for the 3rd time.
Ooh.
Oh, but she got it. See the look on her face when she noticed. She's like, great.
She said, okay, I'm done.
That breath. Well, she looked up right when it drained and then saw her score. And I feel like we've all been there some point.
Yep. I've been at a place where somebody's behind me saying, you've got it on bonus. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I need to see the score in front of me before I say anything else.
Exactly. So Kate took first there, and then Vanessa took second, Jade took third, and Jessica took the 4th. So reverse player order on that one.
Do we have a rig on something else that we can look at that's in progress?
There's us. Hi.
Hello, thank you for tuning in to watch us. Not watch us, watch these fabulous players.
X-Men going on. We'll have these names updated in a moment.
So Amber Roy is going to be player 1. We're looking at Ashley Weaver, who's player 2. They're on
X-Men LE
ball
with
3.
Magneto. Yeah, ball 3. And Ashley's killing it here with 11 mil.
Seriously, and this is a hard. You said you did not get to play this in qualifying?
No, I didn't get to play this one, but I'm familiar with it.
The feed from the magneto lock is just brutal. So let's see how it kicks out here.
Here we go, ball 3 locked.
And yeah, but you have to, at least for me yesterday, I was having to give it a very firm slap save on the right to get it back into play from that magneto lock.
That's rough.
Unless you kind of luck out with the spinner disc, but. So she's trying to hit those flashing lit lock targets. Flashing green. Feed to the orbit. All right, got it back. Little late.
There you go. Take a breath, take the shot.
Takes a pause, and she's in the money. Beautiful.
Amazing focus on Ashley. I had the great pleasure of playing with her in a couple rounds this weekend.
Yes, she is a local player as well from Renton, Washington, just south of Seattle, and runs the South Sound Women's Tournament.
Nice. I'm glad you know all of this about the local Seattle players. Once we get a PDX player, I'll let you know all about
Give us
them.
the rundown, yeah. So is she down to 2 balls already?
We are down to 2 balls.
I mean, sometimes in a multi-ball, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I find I get a lot more control with 2 than 3.
And actually, oh, there she goes. She got add a ball there.
Add a ball, right.
Which will light another brief ball save.
I was just going to mention that for those unfamiliar. On most pinball games, if you have a multi-ball with an add a ball component, that additional ball will give you at least a few seconds of ball save.
And we almost had a little Newton's cradle action, as Stephen coined the term yesterday, where she almost hit one ball from halfway down the ramp back up with another pinball.
Amazing.
That's great control there, where she got it trapped. Takes a pause again. Cradle separate there. And she's just going to profit.
Pure profit.
All right. So lost one out the out lane, but she's still in business. And a great read on that dead flip there.
Oh, Ben, I just saw your comment saying you missed what I said in the beginning. It was fine. I was just giving a shout out and saying hi. And I'm guessing that's Ben based on your username. Ben is from Australia, so the Wombat.
Grumpy Wombat. I like your handle, Ben.
Oh, excellent play from Ashley.
That was, yeah, lovely, lovely ball.
4 million points just in bonus.
Which, yeah.
33 million point game here on X-Men.
That makes a statement. I don't believe anyone has taken down the current GC, which is 130 million this weekend. So this is in 2 days of tournament play. Oof. She might get that. Yeah.
Yep.
Gets that back as a ball save. And yeah, when I was, not that my strategy was necessarily great, but I was finding Wolverine a lot more friendly just because of the action off that magneto lock is very, very dicey.
Tracy's got some nice nudges here,
yeah,
saving that ball.
But there we see again where that magneto lock, it's like a dual prong lock. I don't know the technical term for that, but
I like that term.
It holds it for a minute and you think like, okay, hopefully this feed will be great, and it just drops it. This is Chelsea Raconza, another local Seattle player.
Another player I had the pleasure of playing with yesterday. She gave me a cute little sticker from Mars.
She's been, in all of her qualifying rounds, walking with a large baggie of just super fun stickers and handing them out to her fellow competitors.
And I love that. I love the sense of community here at these tournaments.
Yes.
Super friendly.
Ooh, that was
that right out lane. Her reaction, I love it.
I mean, if you can't tell already, Chelsea has a lot of fun when she plays, and she's fun to watch also.
Good. So these final scores here. Ashley took first, Tracy took second. I believe Amber may have gotten that third.
I'm going to wait for the scores to cycle through here.
somebody could just hit both flipper buttons, but I think they've just walked away from the machine.
They're just getting it done. Down to business. So it looks like...
Yes, Amber took third, and then Chelsea took 4 on that one.
Thank
And
you.
it looks like Chelsea's handing out those stickers, just as we talked about. So friendly.
So
I have
friendly.
to say, I love this outfit too.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
The cow print, it's adorable.
we all got to kind of dress to impress, right? There's only one pinball convention in town per year, at least in Seattle or Seattle area. Oh, we have Northwest Pinball Championships happening in September.
Yeah. All right, looks like that was the last game
So
this round. Maybe we can...
Twilight Zone just wrapped up. Just from I had the opportunity to hop on stream last night, and it's seeming like Godzilla and Stargate have been kind of the longer playing games. Stargate being a very multi-ball heavy table.
And Godzilla being a very ball save heavy table.
They have reduced the ball save timer on multi-ball for Godzilla.
Yeah, but Godzilla does have multiple shots that you can hit that will reactivate a ball save. So I keep those in mind when I'm playing, because there's a lot of shots that go straight down the middle, but also give you a ball save. So.
And we were just discussing how a lot of the newer Sterns have that feature where you just, I think it's fantastic. You don't have to quite walk away with that same sense of like, I have been ripped off.
Yeah. And I have to say, you know, Keith Elwin is relatively new to the pinball design side of things. His first design was Iron Maiden a few years ago.
Which is still like probably one of the most popular modern Sterns now.
Yeah, his games have been fantastic. Jurassic Park, Godzilla.
All fan favorites, and yeah, definitely players' tables.
Looks like we have some game updates.
Are you asking like what we'd like to look at? We already looked at Cheetah. Let's look at Family Guy.
Yeah, let's look at Family Guy. Over here, we don't have a camera on Jurassic Park, correct?
No, it's on the end of the bank, and I don't think we have a camera on that one.
Okay. So on Family Guy here, we have Sarah, Kate, Amber, and Zoe. All players we've either seen on stream before or I have played against, so.
Zoe being from Portland.
Yes,
and
Zoe's from Portland. She was one of the first people I met in the pinball scene.
And the 2018 Northwest Pinball and Arcade Show Women's Champion, so a former returning champion.
Right up there on that banner above us.
I don't think they can't see it.
Yeah, I know. But it was mostly for you. Like, hey, look, we can look at this.
Fun fact: there is Hannah Holmberg and Hannah Hatch on that banner. They're the same person.
Okay.
She got married in 2017.
Oh, I like that. How's BC doing?
Who?
I'm not sure which BC is. Ben, you're going to have to be more specific, my friend.
So Sarah looked like she was maybe starting to make progress towards Stewie Pinball. They have Stewie Pinball set to 25 seconds max.
Yeah. All right. Into our mystery shot. Let's see what we get. Crazy Chris. So Crazy Chris is
It's almost kind of like a frenzy mode, right? Where
Yeah.
everything is lit.
it's a fast scoring mode.
Yeah. Oh. As she drains out of it, unfortunately. Still This is another table where I think the scores have been surprisingly low, considering it's a pretty common location game.
Yeah, but again, it's one of those like location games where the setup changes and matters.
And
Oh,
it
it looks like we've got a frozen camera on the machine itself.
well, yeah, you can see Amber.
On the play field. So we'll be getting that up in just a moment. Here's our wide shot. I see Allison in the green hat there. Allison was a Seattle player who has recently moved to Portland.
Relocated, yeah.
Leslie, I'm not sure how Leslie's doing in the standings yet, but we will definitely make sure that we get her on stream. She did fantastic in the qualifier.
Stephen, we may want to just switch over coverage here. We may jump away from this since our camera seems to have technical difficulty.
Let's go ahead and see how Godzilla's doing. Or is anyone on Godzilla this round? No, no one's on Godzilla.
Yeah. I think Cheetah's the only other.
Yeah, we'll have to go Cheetah for now.
I mean, we do like a cheetah.
Yep.
This is.
And we were just asked how Leslie is doing, and she has player 3 on this machine. So.
There we go. You ask and you shall receive. Currently up is Sandy, who plays out of another castle in Edmonds, I think most frequently. And is partner to Tim, who donated some of the games that we are seeing today.
Ooh, nice save there. See if she can do it again. Beautiful slap save there.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it on third round. That's okay.
What's going on with the score display?
Oh, was that a rep test? Will it be counted as a slam tilt?
It looks like it might have just kind of up and died.
Yeah.
Are we cursed? Has someone cast a hex upon us?
Leslie's like, dang it, I would love to play. Lots of smiles, giggles.
We've got Yasmine, our fabulous tournament director, walking over to, I think, inspect the situation. By her body language, it's looking like they might want to do a redraw. Yasmine is in. Oh wait, no, she is in this round, so I don't know that she is tournament director. She has been acting as a tournament director for the whole weekend, so we appreciate Vaz. Thank you for your help.
Seems like everyone's just waiting for the call. Friendly. All right, back to Family Guy. We can see the DMD at least. Here's Kate. She started Stewie Pinball. I'm sorry that we don't have our playfield running here, but we can see off the screen what she hits.
And again,
That's always fun.
This is max timer at 25 seconds. This is,
Yes.
I mean, I'm not the most familiar with Family Guy, but that's kind of optimal tournament strategy is just to max out your Stewie Pinball, which is the little mini playfield up in the upper right corner.
You can see that mini playfield, and then you can see the shots with the names of the characters. And each time you hit a shot, it'll give you a letter for that character's name. And once you spell that character, you get an additional amount of points for completing.
Even more points.
All the points.
So this is Amber Roy as player 3 here. We're going to update our player names too. Yes, Amber Roy in the third player position here, working towards Stewie Pinball, which is the captive ball just to the right of the scoop. And then shooting the scoop will take it into that upper playfield.
Birdfax here in the chat just said, hi, Alexa.
Hi, Maureen. This is Maureen Hendricks, another local Seattle player.
Nice work in the booth.
Thank you, babe. I missed seeing you this weekend, but I'm sure you're here in spirit. And thanks everyone in chat for tuning in to watch with us.
Yes, thank you, all of you. I love seeing the support for women's events and women's tournaments.
All right, so Amber I had looked away. She got some Stewie pinball action. We're still all pretty neck and neck here on Family Guy.
Maureen has been following along on Match Play. All right, here's Zoe up here on Family Guy. Ball 1 netted her 1.3 mil, which is about average I've seen throughout this weekend.
Yeah. And again, apologies, y'all. Our playfield cam is experiencing technical difficulties. We can see the DMD, which is going to show us, we can kind of deduce what sort of progress they're making. And see, Zoe is a very active, she's a world-class, very elite, a world champion, in fact, pinball player. She's a very active player as well. Her movement and her body English. Maureen's requesting that we replace the playfield cam with a fan cam of Chelsea's outfit.
Yeah, Ben, we are aware that the playfield is frozen.
Apologies.
However, our other game that we have a rig on lost power or something. So
it pooped the bed to.
yeah. So we are making guesses on what we see based on the DMD. Oh, we had Super Griffins going for a moment.
Which, that was it looked like a solid collect for that mode at the end of it.
6.5 mil does move Zoe up into first place, going into ball 3.
Which kind of shows like Ashley did have quite a standout score, ending at around 33 million.
Oh, rough ball for Sarah. Not sure what happened, but it was very quick.
And again, these are set to pretty much like the hardest possible settings.
Hello to Rage Guitars. I think the convention's great. This is my first time coming, and I've had a wonderful time. There are dozens of games on the floor just on free play to play. I got to play Hercules, Pinball.
Tens of dozens,
which is
even.
Gigantic. Yeah, tens of dozens. There's a lot of great vendors out here. Yeah, it's just worth it. Even just meeting the people, I've had such a great time.
Really, truly a wonderful community event, I think, for everyone.
All right, we got Super Griffins going here for Kate.
Who is currently, that puts her just shy of Zoe. So this is going to light, I think, a specific shot for her to kind of follow through the playfield.
Yeah, so you'll see it's cycling through the character name. So if she hits any of the character shots on the game, she will get that jackpot.
Super Chris, 850,000. And she's got her Stewie pinball ready as well.
Ben, I would love to carpool up with you next year if you want to come out. See where that puts our total here. I love Amber's shirt.
I mean, I love Amber in general, but yes.
8.5 mil for Kate. Makes her the current front runner, but again, anything can happen. We have Amber and Zoe coming up.
So Amber with a ball save there. The skill shot on this, I mean, did you say you did get to play Family Guy this
I
round?
did, yeah.
How do you feel about that skill shot? I was feeling like it felt a little dicey.
Yeah, it was risky, although you do have the ball save there usually, but so short.
It's a very short ball save timer, and yeah, the return from the drop target up there is not my favorite.
So I see Zoe's playing pretty actively here, going straight into stuff.
I don't know that I've seen Zoe play very passively ever, which is a great thing.
Yeah, we know she's just a couple mil from first place, and I think
she knows that too.
Trying to get those points.
Oh, and she had her large multi-ball goal,
multi-ball.
which is that's sort of like the quick multi-ball mode. So she sees
ball,
and she sees her target, and she's like, okay, let's just cash in everything that we can.
Yep.
So now she's playing up in that little mini play field. And you can almost see the reflection of it in the TMT, actually.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. So you can see the flipping on there. Looks like she's got one letter on every character except Chris. So there's your second for Brian. So at this point, I believe she has passed the top score.
I think so, too.
I'm sure once she drains Stewie Pinball, she will notice. Collect for Brian, 500K and a double play field.
Not mad at that.
She's glancing, waiting for her score. Yeah,
So, and says,
there it
okay,
goes.
I'm done.
I have a feeling Zoe feels the same way about Family Guy as I do.
I have a feeling that y'all feel about the same as I do on Family Guy.
Well, please let it finish as quickly as possible.
Please let it be done now.
So that goes Zoe with the first, Kate with the second, and I was not able to get the...
I believe, was it Amber in third, and then Kate?
I think it was Amber and then Sarah. We will see.
Oh, and then Sarah, yes. Sarah, who just seemed like she was having some really tough returns.
Looks like we have our match play round E joining the area as well. So it's going to get a little crowded over here next to the commentary booth.
That's fine. We're all friends, right?
Yeah.
So
Perks of staying in the hotel next to the convention center, almost everybody showered.
we're all a fan of that. Everybody's a fan of that.
Shout out to Ground Control, who at most conventions that they're not here this weekend, but the conferences that they do attend, they do give out little freebie bags with
Deodorant.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's great. It's a hit.
That's the stuff.
All right, here's a cut to our round E.
So
I
as
see
you can
some familiar faces. That's Derek Jennings walking off the machine. I see Pirate Mike Smith, and then here closest to us on the camera is Robert Gagno.
next to Robert in the blue Subaru hat is Altwin Hoxford, who's a local Seattle person representing the Triple Knock, which is the local pin bar in Tacoma.
Okay.
And I think that's Michael Tibbetts playing next to him on Stargate, another local player from North Seattle.
Just
area.
stepping up to World Cup Soccer, as we were lovingly refer to as Dog Soccer. That's Matthew Peterson from Portland.
And I don't want to say the wrong name, so I don't know who's next to him, but I think I might know who's next to him. So yeah, this round, they're doing a final round of qualifying. So it's the last chance of qualifying for the main tournament, and we've split the Modern Bank. So the main qualifying is being played half on Modern Bank and half on Classics Bank.
We have Matt Ditto Depew from Eugene just stepped onto Dog Soccer.
Which that doggy soccer is beautiful.
I could not hit that, the skill shot, the shot that's closest to you as the player. I could not hit it at all today.
I think, and if you're watching on stream, the pin bar in Tacoma is called the Triple Knock. It's in the Hilltop area on 6th Avenue. Highly recommend. Great folks there.
I might have to check that out tonight after the conference.
I will be there.
I have not been to many Seattle area pinball bars. I've been to Icebox, Adaball, and then just recently the 8-bit arcade for the Kitten Cup a couple months ago.
We love the 8-bit arcade, and Ashley, who we saw earlier playing on Family Guy, blowing up Family Guy, she directs the South Sound Women's Pinball Tournament out of the 8-bit, and she also bartends and is basically part of the family down there at 8-bit as well.
Excellent. Just stepping onto Skateball is Pete Durbin out of Portland. And his wife and daughter are both also at this event here. I believe they both played in the women's events, but I'm not sure if they qualified or not.
And so we're just waiting for the next round to be drawn. Going into round 3 of the women's.
Oh, we got a rig moving.
Our Twilight Zone door mobile rig. And again, huge shout out to the team at geekgamer.tv for getting this all set up. Maureen's asking who's casting me. This is Lexi from Portland.
Hi, I'm Lexi Whittemore. I play out of Portland typically. Happy to be here. Happy to be providing commentary. Having a blast.
first NW pass for you.
Yes.
So happy you're here.
I think it's the closest thing to Pinburg I will ever experience because I had tickets for 2020 and I'm still upset about it.
Oh no.
Oh, the camera look was great.
Can
even though I
someone
know
tell
you
us
can
who
hear me.
this freak of nature just dead-eyeing the player cam? That's Chase. Chase is our
There's a shot of Zoe Rabel and Daniel Roan, also out of Portland, doing a little chat, a little pep talk. I love seeing these two interact. They're both excellent players, but they're so supportive of each other at all times.
like pinball power couple, right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's be real.
I mean, and my husband's the one that got me into pinball when we were just dating, and I like to think of us as a power couple, but we don't even... We don't hold water to them. They're too cute.
Hi, Gabo. Goblin Juggler entering the chat. Thank you for joining the stream. I have had the pleasure to do a couple streams with Goblin Juggler, our friend out of Georgetown, Seattle.
All right, we have Stuart McFerrin here on Stargate.
I had a lot of fun playing Stargate. I didn't do well, but I had a lot of fun playing it.
Yeah, just if I know a player's name off the top of my head, I apologize if you watch the stream later and I didn't know your name.
We're keeping track. I've got a tally sheet over here.
Yeah, I am kind of face blind, so if I don't know you really well, I'm likely not going to recognize you on a stream.
I feel like all bets are off post-pandemic.
Yeah.
Nobody's counting anymore. We shouldn't be counting anymore. We all had a rough time. If we don't remember somebody, that's okay. We can all be reintroduced.
Yeah, and honestly, it's been 2+ years for a lot of us. I don't know you anymore.
Right?
We've all grown and changed as people. You're a whole new person. Okay, so here in the vest, I believe that's Alyssa.
It is Alyssa.
All right.
Twilight Zone, roller games, or Led Zeppelin, where do you want the mobile rig?
Twilight Zone, roller games, or Led Zeppelin?
I would say Twilight Zone.
Yeah, Twilight Zone.
We're just figuring out where to park our mobile rig. And I think we both settled on Twilight Zone.
Yeah, we're moving a rig to Twilight Zone. Sorry for that interruption there. I played against Alyssa yesterday on Barracora, and she destroyed our group. Excellent play. Thank you for the correction there. I also ran into them at the hotel lobby late last night.
We may or may not have been at the Triple Knock together.
They were very friendly. I think I met them as your group was leaving for the Triple Knock. Twilight Zone seems too cruel for a tournament. No ball save, right? Slightly correct on the ball save on Twilight Zone. There's like a very specific instance where you can get a very quick ball save.
No,
But it's rare.
this Twilight Zone as of yesterday did have the ball save turned on.
It was on.
So and for all 3 balls, so you can plunge for that skill shot. But
I actually prefer the skill shot because I find the pop bumpers to be more of a safe bet than that slot machine coming out at you.
this particular Twilight Zone, the feed out of that slot machine is capital I inconsistent, and that makes any player very nervous, especially with it's a very close feed to the flippers.
Your local bar might not have it turned off.
It's a custom ROM. It's a custom ROM to have the ball save on more than I think just the first ball.
Yeah. And even then, it's never a guarantee. It's such a short ball save.
Yep, and it's a wide body, so if, God forbid it goes up the out lane and hangs out for a second.
Yep.
The ball save might have been on when you drained, but it's not in the trough.
All right, so it looks like we're streaming Barracora here.
Which this Barracora is beautiful. Plays beautiful, looks beautiful. Brought to the show this year by Jermaine Mariol, who's also kind of our main TD.
I love this playfield. It's so gorgeous. But this game is rough if you don't know it. I barely learned it over this weekend by being pulled on it multiple times.
I did watch Bowen. Me and Bowen chatted about it sort of virtually. I didn't actually talk to him. I was watching him on YouTube and being like, thank you, Bowen.
There you go.
For the explanation.
So I do know these drop targets. On the left side, you have the BARR, and on the right, you have Akora.
RR being one letter.
Yeah, RR being one drop target, yeah. You have to hit them in order. Oh, Barakora was designed by Roger Sharp.
We're talking about Barakora. If we want to put Barakora on, I'm happy with that too.
Yeah.
As long as it's...
I don't know that there's a round on it this round.
Do you want to look at Fishtails?
Yeah, let's look at Fishtails.
And we've got Zoe. We've got a couple of the current front runners, I think, on, yeah, Kate and Zoe with 12 and 14 points.
So Fishtails is Zoe and Chelsea again, and then two new players I'm not familiar with, Ren and Emily.
Those are both Seattle players. Ren works at Adaball Arcade, Pinball Arcade in Fremont, Seattle. And Emily plays, I think, mostly in the North End, but thanks, Steven. Sorry, I stole Steven's phone. Sorry, Steven.
Yeah, that was all me. I just took it, looked at it, and set it down.
There's a lot going on. It's very easy to be overstimulated in this kind of environment, in like the best possible way, I think.
Yeah. We're missing our chat. So sorry if you said something, I don't see it. We'll get Steven on that in a minute. Shout out to Steven, that's awesome tech support. Flipping back and forth between cams for us.
And Steven and I were here with my partner Travis, who is a tech for the tournament bank this year as well. For about 12 hours on Thursday, getting this tournament bank set up, which was honestly a blast.
That actually does sound really fun.
Steven, would it be possible to get chat up on our screen? We do have bird facts. We've got an excellent player cam shot for Chelsea Rakanza. Best outfit for sure. All right, Zoe stepping up to Fishtails.
And this Fishtails plays super quick.
It's fast. I actually...
I'm just appreciating Andy's T-Rex impression here in the background.
This is Andy and Allison amping each other up. Oh my God.
All right. So
that's too cute. Too cute for life, y'all.
Too adorable. 5 May. Back to pinball.
So on this Fishtails, I've played it. I've actually gotten to play it 3 times now in tournament play. The first time I said, you know, screw a multi-ball. I'm gonna collect monster fish all day. That did not pan out for me. Second time, I thought I was gonna try and do the same thing, and ended up hitting it in the lock and was like, I like where that shot feels, and did it a couple more times and got into a I actually lit a monster fish, got into multi-ball. So it's a tough Fishtails. It's a fast Fishtails. The slings are super reactive. It has lightning flippers, as most Fishtails, ought to, which are like an 1/8 of an inch shorter. Wow, beautiful save from Zoe.
Slightly shorter, slightly thinner. That just makes that gap in the middle just slightly larger.
As we see Zoe just handling that like a professional with a capital P. So it looks like she's trying to progress towards monster fish here. Ooh, rough.
That's going to put her over 10 mil, yeah.
Which is a great start. Great start.
Oh, and then
with bonus. Didn't get a bonus hold.
11 mil, almost 11.5 mil on ball 1. That's triple my total score from playing this earlier today. When I played on ball 1, I hit it immediately into the lock, and I felt really good.
Yeah, feels good.
And then I plunged and then bricked it the rest of the game.
Yeah, so when we were setting up, my partner was like, man, that lock shot is just, it's so hard to find. And he's like, you can't one-time it off the plunge. And so that's where my kind of monster fish, that was the genesis of my monster fish strategy. the lock shot feels a lot later to me on this fishtails than I would expect. It was almost shooting for the right orbit. Felt like, oh, there's the lock. Chelsea stepping up. Ooh,
Nice little nudge there into the in lane. That always feels so good when you like
just a little
do it
finesse.
successfully.
Oh, and look at that drop catch. Just like, boop.
Satisfying.
Casual, but ooh. She's like, do I ball save? No? No. A little bit too late for the ball save.
I just met Chelsea yesterday, but she seems so like charismatic and just such a fun personality. I would love to hang out with her.
I think that Chelsea would probably love to hang out with you. I don't want to speak for Chelsea, but
And another wonderful shirt. I love Ren's shirt, this bowling theme.
and again, yeah, Ren works at Adaball.
I actually do believe I did meet Ren when I visited Adaball.
She's just an amazing human and an amazing pinball player.
Kept my White Claws coming when I went.
She's a fan of the White Claw herself, so
Pro tip for anyone who likes White Claws. Get a black cherry White Claw and a lime wedge.
ooh,
And just that little squeeze of fresh lime juice is fantastic.
Little mocktail. Radio Cookie says, "Go Rennie."
All right.
I can root for Ren. Hometown hero. Looks like she's just trying to find those ramps and feeling it out.
Gosh, Ben.
Oh no!
Ben with the cow-related puns on Chelsea's outfit.
I mean, for a pinball show, that's like the best. How many cow Easter eggs are there in pinball
Yes.
games? This is like,
Although there is a goat Easter egg in Godzilla.
well, and there's lots of goats in Jurassic Park as well,
Yes.
which that makes me sad,
Maybe it's
though.
an Elwin thing. Maybe Keith Elwin just really likes goats.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
the
know.
goat in Jurassic Park
Maybe he
becomes.
can hop on chat and defend himself, or I'm just going to say that Keith Elwin really loves goats.
Ooh, Emily with the one time into the lock. Nice. I did find that the feed out of that lock is not super great, but I believe they have a little ball save built in. So,
Yeah.
all right. So she's going multi-ball. Ooh, whoops-a-daisy.
Ooh, that rough bounce there off that right flipper.
Also, I mean, we're kind of, it's 8:25 on the West Coast. It's late in the day, and if these folks qualified in the second round of qualifying for women's, they've been here since at least 1 p.m.
Yeah.
It's a long, long day, and this is, you've got to keep focus, and you've got to keep putting in work. Zoe taking a moment, deep breath, trying for that lock. Okay, welcome back.
So you can see Zoe has 14 points, which means that she did win both of her first rounds.
And she does not want to lose.
Oh no. Zoe comes to compete.
Zoe's having the same issue that I was having, which is I was finding that center captive ball more than I was finding the ramps. She's in a video mode. I'm gonna try and shoot those pesky boaters and jet skiers. Get them out of here.
I do love some of these video modes. Just their whole theme is so ridiculous.
I am a self-confessed terrible video mode player. I play pinball for a reason. I'm not great at video games, y'all. So, all right, that's a beautiful and a cool
Takes her
50 million on that video mode alone,
Takes her up to 66 mil total.
which is
Here we go,
huge.
these ramp. Ooh, nice catch there. Didn't quite get all the way up that starboard shot.
So she's going to continue shooting the ramps, these sort of crisscross ramps in the middle here until she can light her monster fish, which will be lit on the center shot she just hit, which is not lit currently.
Almost there we go. Completed the lie.
Ooh, bad bounce, but
That's okay.
we're not mad at that.
You saw Zoe give it a little nudge and then lift her hands and just know she didn't want to tilt out.
Yeah. And she's got bonus hold for her
Bonus
next
hold.
hold. Just like,
73 mil on ball two. That's
makes a statement, man. She says, I'm here. I'm not messing around.
yeah. I believe most EBs here are set to 25. Because we have EBs turned off, so they'll give you points instead of.
So
the
yeah,
extra
instead of
ball.
collecting an extra ball, it's a default sort of points value.
Here's
Chelsea's-
Chelsea again. Let's see what cow-themed puns we get from Ben in the chat this time.
All
Looks like we've got a-
chat is invited to do cow puns.
Yeah.
Puns are invited and encouraged. Rocking the ramps here.
Oh, nice save there. There we go.
Mm,
Hitting that starboard a lot, but not the port.
Ooh. That's why the captive ball shot is not the easiest. The return from that can be pretty rough.
Cricket.
She didn't brick it,
Held
she hit it
bonus
very
again,
well,
yeah.
but the inertia just kind of deadened the ball and just dropped it straight down the middle. Not a lot you can do, especially with the shorter flippers.
Cow puns would be an utter disappointment. But that 1.5 mil bonus that's going to be carrying over will be very helpful for Chelsea next round. She really moves that ball.
Oh, brother.
Can we get some bowling themed puns for Ren here?
She's striking out on her own.
Yeah.
That's like, well, that'd be like baseball, but strike's a bowling thing.
Yeah.
Ooh. Rude, rude, rude.
She was not spared from that.
Now this is going to be a long
this
night.
is going to be a wonderful night.
Hey, y'all. If you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
Love Fishtails used to play at a laundromat 5 years ago. Really milking the jokes. Thanks, Ben.
I'm so bad at puns. I do want to shout out Emily Bernie for wearing a Babes in Pinland t-shirt. That is a tournament that I am currently running, started by Kayla Greet. It's our local women's tournament in Seattle, out of all. First Thursdays of the month. So Emily going for hopeful.
Ooh, that was beautiful.
I think I probably would have. Oh no!
Everybody out of the pool.
Just we call that a taxi, as
Yeah.
in taxi the
Oh.
game. Happens frequently.
No, everybody out of the pool is really a multi-ball
That's a
thing when that
multi-ball.
happens with the two.
Yeah.
But I like just to say it when it happens even just with one ball, because
Radio Cookies, thanks for shouting out babes in chat. Love the support from chat, y'all.
all right, since we're shouting out what everyone else is wearing, shout out to Zoe for wearing a ground control hoodie.
Yep.
Ground control is located in downtown Portland.
This is really like pinball swag flex, right? Like
yeah. Full disclosure, I do work at ground control, so
you're doing the Lord's work.
I think the Lord is giving me work because I love that job.
I mean, up until recently,
Anything I can do for free pinball.
right? Up until recently, unfortunately, Flip Flip Ding Ding shut down. But I was a bartender at Flip Flip Ding Ding, and Travis was the manager there. So, yeah, I mean, how can you go wrong working? If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, right?
Yeah.
Monster Fish, beautiful collect there. 20 million is huge.
And the replay with the drum kit.
With the drumfish.
Increased captive ball. We're now up to rock the boat.
We do want to rock the boat, baby.
Rock that boat, Zoe.
Wow.
Rock the boat, Braby.
Fearless. Like, I am almost like, I like chills right now watching this.
10 mil. 10 mil.
I think she's just like hitting her stride. She's like, oh yeah.
Do we know what the GC is on this machine today?
It ain't a lot. I don't think. We'll find out shortly. I was able to get up to 117, and that felt real nice.
Ben has a good point in chat. One shot monster fish. This is why Zoe is the GOAT.
And yeah, just single shot. Oh, that shot? Boom.
Oh!
No way. Not today. Oh. That was a such a great save. No danger, I don't think, either. Just like
No, just
bonk, 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 back in there.
Zoe just has this innate understanding of where everything is on the machine. She can
Yeah.
Give quite a nudge without even a danger. Just keep that tilt bob in place.
She is one with the pinball and the
Yeah,
machine.
she almost collected all the fish. 150 mil. The next close player has 8 mil.
And that's been, yeah, I think my first round playing this Fishtails, we were all in like the 12 to like 20-ish range.
I ended on 4 mil, so
Wowza. I mean, yeah. Chelsea finding her flow here.
to be fair, I did really need to use the bathroom when I was playing.
You know, I've done some amazing work in tournaments when I really just had to pee.
Yeah.
Monster
Sometimes
fish.
it makes me play so well, and then other times I can't even
Chelsea
focus.
is stoked on that monster collect.
Yeah, 4 mil.
13.8 on the monster fish collect.
And she's got that triple bonus.
I love the stoke right now.
Yes.
Is very, very real. She's like, I'm happy.
That's great. She's going to end over 40 mil, I think. 39, barely.
Maureen brings up a great point. Birdfax brings up a great point in chat. Yeah, go for the jugular. It is not
Yeah.
a timid person's game, the Fishtails.
And then Ben's comment, Fishtails does not care for your mere mortal whims. Fishtails takes what Fishtails wants.
It's so true. It's so true. And this is one of those games where if you get it going side to side, you're like just holding your breath, biting your nails, all the above. Ooh, that was a lovely little like scooched right into the inlane there. So she has stretched the fish,
1 fish, 3 mil.
and she's got the video mode. All right, Ren,
Let's shoot some boaters.
get those bros. I hope that's not too inappropriate. we don't hate people.
We do not encourage shooting boaters on a random river that you're at.
IRL do not do.
But in the game, do it.
All right, but there's a
48
nice,
million. There
this
we
video
go.
mode I may have been sleeping on, right?
I know, right?
Ooh, that makes me nervous. Ooh, nice little nudge save there. Back to chopping wood on these ramps.
I really enjoy the video modes on Junkyard. I think that's probably my favorite video
Oh,
mode.
the toast shooting? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Oh.
Just started Feed Frenzy and then down that outlane.
And yeah, Rin having a few choice words with the pinball table.
but then being so adorable. 71 mil, that's a solid end.
Very, very solid score. And
so
again,
remember, these final 3 players all started with less than 10 million points going into ball 3.
and like really strong performance from all the players so far. I think just from what we've seen in qualifying.
Yeah, so we were mentioning the large gap before between the flippers.
It's not the gap. It's the flippers,
It's the flippers themselves are actually just smaller and thinner, so that creates a larger gap. They're lightning flippers.
But,
You do have to adjust the way you play and where you hit on the flipper to get the shots you want as well.
There was somewhere a location in Seattle that had a Fishtails that had not lightning flippers on it, and that almost ruined me on Fishtails.
Feels weird.
Emily
So with
having
our bonus, we might still get over. Yep. So she still got over 10 mil as well. So
that's a really
this
tough
game was solid, and
great
Zoe takes first, Ren takes second, Chelsea third, and Emily takes the fourth there.
great play for everyone. That feels good.
That was a solid game of Fishtails. I'm really glad that's the one we picked for stream.
Yeah. Good call. Do we have a rig up on the man of the family? No. Family Guy, sadly. So the last game going this round is Lethal Weapons 3, which is surprising to me.
Interesting, yeah. Yeah, there are different types of flippers. So there's the standard flippers, and you just saw the lightning flippers. Another set of flippers that's actually pretty rare, but I love, banana flippers. The only machine I've seen them on in the wild is called Time Warp, but the flippers are curved in an arch, and I guess it looks like we're streaming us, so I can
Yeah.
they're like this. And then, so when you flip, they're like cupped like this, so you flip, it like cups it.
It's like, yeah, like throw an underhand,
Yeah.
kind of. Also, fun fact, the flippers on Radical are those sort of like, they've got the stripes, if you will, on the flipper bat. Those are just ever so slightly longer than your average flipper. Which Radical is in the main tournament bank. We don't have a rig on it currently, but that might change. I'm not sure if that's in...
Oh, Thing Flippers, the shorties from Adams has it. So yeah, those little tiny flippers that you would use for the Thing shot.
Those are like the mini flippers are usually for like upper play field or
upper
like
flippers, extra flippers on the play field.
Bonus flippers.
Yo, dog, I heard you like flippers, so we put flippers inside your flippers.
That's like a Twilight Zone in a nutshell, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stewie pinball flippers, LOL indeed.
Yeah, the mini playfield flippers.
With the Babby pinball, yes. Babby flippers.
Which game would you put banana flippers on if you had a choice?
Which game do I
want to try? Twilight with banana on the upper flipper. Oh, the one that shoots into the piano? That would be fun.
So actually, a couple years ago at Northwest Pinball Championships, which is held up in Linwood Bowl and Skate, just north of Seattle, they had a side tournament on a World Cup Soccer where they did, instead of standard flippers, they installed the mini flippers like you would have, not like the Stewie flippers, but the Twilight Zone.
Okay. And
they said, okay, highest score wins on World Cup Soccer with like little tiny like 1.5-inch flippers.
It's funny. I was thinking banana flippers on a World Cup would be fun.
Oh my goodness.
Or roller games. That would be.
No, I feel like if the playfield is crowded, that's not.
It's a blast. For those that don't know me, I love chaos.
I mean, in general or in pinball? I do not like chaos in pinball.
Oh, in general, which means I love it in pinball.
Well, you're a...
Speaking of chaos, Leslie Martin, who is one of our women's finalists, she runs a tournament in Portland. It is not IFPA sanctioned. It's just a fun tournament. It's called Chaos, and every round there's a weird, funny rule like, oh, you have to play with one hand and a drink, or you have to play with a drink in your hand, or stand on one foot, or blindfolded. It's so fun.
Yeah, super fun.
There's some announcement here that we definitely did not hear because of...
Oh, Jermaine, our tournament director extraordinaire this weekend, has just cashed in a win for the Classics tournament.
All right, and that was Pin Golf?
Pin Golf, yes.
All right, nice work, Jermaine.
So, walking away with a cool $500. Nice, strong work, Jermaine.
Must be nice.
And we are the women's we're playing for $750,000 or $750,000. Wow, no, $750 and a beautiful trophy.
Come on, PDX ladies, we got to bring them home.
See, this is where we're supposed to fight, though, because it's like
right?
Seattle-Portland rivalry. You can tell we're big into the rivalry.
Oh, we're totally into the rivalry.
Lean into that.
I will say the one downside of... yes, we are aware of Pinball FX3. The one downside to coming to this tournament for me this weekend, or this event, is I have season tickets to the Portland Thorns, and I missed our Pride game last night when we won 3-0, and I did not get to see it.
I'm sorry, what is the Thorns?
They're our women's soccer team.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry that you missed it. All right, we're looking at the standings now. So with a commanding lead, Zoe Vrabel with a solid 21 points. That's 3 first-place finishes, followed by Leslie and Ashley in tied for second with 19.
So that would be 2 wins and a second for both of them.
Correct. We've completed 3 of the 5 rounds. I believe it's still 5 for the semis or quarterfinals.
Sandy and Liberty still have 17. All right, we're going to look over our game options.
I almost kind of want to go to maybe Barracora.
Yeah, I say Barracora. I would love to see that one in action.
Yeah. In my last round of my last round of the second round of qualifying, I finally got drawn on Barracora, which I got to play test as I was setting up things on Thursday, and was like, this is so sweet. I love this game, and it really is. And Barracora, I was very excited to play. Barracora did not want me to play her.
That's fair. My good friend Ditto here from Eugene is doing a little dance for us in front of the commentary area.
Let's see. Birdfax is asking. So it is the E finals. So they have split the main bank. So women's quarterfinals is happening on the sort of south half of the main bank, and E qualifying is happening on the half of the bank that's closest to us on modern, and they're also using the classics bank for the final round of E qualifying. All right, Ren's starting us off here on Barracora. So you want to, in these upper in lanes here, spell 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. And again, spelling bar and then Akora. And those are the drop targets on sort of mid play field on the left and right. Amber Roy stepping up.
So these top lanes here, as I've learned, as you roll over them, it will start with the top row first, the 1, 2, 3. Your right flipper will move the lights up there on 1, 2, 3. And if it rolls over the same lane again that's already lit, it will light the 4, 5, or 6.
Yes.
And the 4, 5, and 6 can be moved with the left flipper. So you can try to light an entire row.
If you happen to be a dyslexic person like myself, it's confusing quickly, which is kind of an embarrassing. Right.
We gotta hop on.
Ooh, Max Stewart joining us in the commentator booth here.
Yeah, we're gonna move Max on here for commentary.
Max, thank you for joining us. We'll wait until she gets on camera. All right, Amber. Ooh.
Hey there, Max. Welcome. Wonderful meeting you this weekend.
Max, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Yeah,
Oh.
you can
Okay,
hear me.
we can hear Max now. Great.
Welcome, Max. Thank you so much for being on stream with us.
Thank you for having me. This
Thank
is
you
my...
again, Stephen, for getting that hooked up super quick.
Max, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. My name is Max Stewart. I do play in the women's division. Didn't do very well. I am the daughter of Dave Stewart, who is relatively well known in the pinball community, and that is my claim to fame.
I don't think that's your only.
Your dad.
I don't think that's your only claim to fame. You're also a very excellent competition player.
You flatter me. My qualifying skills say differently.
It is tough, man. If you're a jerk like me sitting at home, like I could do better, like I dare you, come on down.
I know it's a lot harder than you think it's going to be when you're practicing and it's like, okay, I feel pretty good. I know what I'm doing. I've got my catches. I've got my aiming down. Oh, you get to a tournament machine. It's nothing like what you practice with any.
Correct. And there's no real amount of preparation or even like not preparation to get your. It's almost like you have to practice getting into the correct mindset to be doing like a marathon kind of tournament qualifying and whatnot. Jade with just some beautiful flipper control here.
I love her bounce passes. She's trusting it a lot.
Which I mentioned yesterday, all of the games in the tournament bank have had new red flipper rubber installed, which the red flipper rubber is a little bit more reactive, a little bit kind of bouncier, and sort of less grippy than some of the tables, which, a lot of times on location you'll see games with like super bands or like Saturn bands. So that's a solid start for both Jade and Amber on Barracora here. Max, did you get to play Barracora this weekend?
I did. I actually got to play it twice. The first time, I think I maybe got to flip 3 times, but I did. I won
big
it in
3,
my.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I had that experience as well.
Yeah. See, I won it in my last round today in the D round, but of course, it's right at the end of the round. There's no chance of me qualifying, so it's,
Right.
it's one of
That's when
those
you
empty
can turn
wins.
in a great performance sometimes.
Absolutely. As soon as the nerves are gone and I'm no longer competing, it's like, oh, now I can play pinball.
What, if you don't mind me asking, what score did you get to walk away with a first place finish?
That's a really good question, and I wish I remembered.
Wow.
Valid.
Yeah. It's kind of like, this is a lot to do in a weekend, y'all.
It is. It all kind of blends together, especially because I think I only played 8 machines out of the entire lineup. It's really interesting the way that the
Ooh.
software decides you're going to play the same machine over and over again.
What a gorgeous save there by
That
Ren,
was
and then
lovely.
right up to
Just
that
like-
spinner.
Booped it right back into the in lane there.
Like, I know what she must be feeling pulling that off. It just feels so good.
I love her, like, almost like happy focus face.
Yeah.
Like, she's kind of trying to find her zen, and it looks like she's doing it pretty well. Ooh.
Ooh, that was a lovely backhand.
So this is kind of niche, but I feel like the look on her face is similar to, like, 90s video game commercials of, like, the kids, like,
Right.
turning on their N64 or something, and
that's
that
a-
bright
ooh.
light
Oh.
and the...
Ooh.
So good.
So 213. Again, we're on ball 2. So she's making some progress. Looks like she's feeling good about it. She's vibing. So Amber currently in second place. And she has got her bar, I think, complete. It's hard to see the angle of the drop targets from here.
I think the green starts flashing if she's got her bar
Okay.
complete.
Oh,
There it
there we
is.
go. And that spinner will be lit briefly.
Oh, interesting.
Not, I mean,
She's
not-
got her lock lit. Oh, whoops. See, I spoke too soon.
We were giving Steven a little guff yesterday for jinxing people on stream. Like, perfect, you're all set up.
Okay, here's Jade again. Taking a breath before play. I feel like that's very necessary on Barakora.
Yeah, sometimes I find myself needing to have a stern conversation with the table.
A stern conversation. Barakora's a Williams, but you know what? We'll take it.
Oh boy.
Pinball
I didn't even think about that.
Pinball puns. Oh, I'll call them out.
Ooh, nice. Spinner rip there.
Oh.
Ooh. She saw that happening and she's like, I don't like it, I don't like it. Unfortunately.
There's not much you can do to save it at that angle anyways, though.
Yeah.
She gave it a
so
good try.
believe it or not, Ben, you do not need to be a dad to appreciate a good pun.
Yeah, correct. Nor do you need to be a mom. Puns
Yeah.
are for all people. This is an inclusive stream.
To answer your question, though, Ben, I was born on Labor Day. I've been doing this my whole life. I'm sorry, I might break Alexa by the end of this.
I have no words. I love it though. No, I want this to keep going.
Yeah, I was literally born on Labor
Oh,
Day.
that.
Oh.
That hurt. Oh. That's okay. Michelle still has ball 3, so.
It only takes one ball.
I like how you can
Aw,
see her
Ben
psyching herself
adores
up.
us. You better adore me. Satisfying bounces off the pop bumpers in there.
I was finding when I was playing Barakora, and I saw it happening to her a lot. Up on those upper 2 pop bumpers, it's a bit of a tease with a little hole right there where you want to get it into that lock hole, even if the lock isn't lit.
Right.
It's just nice. Pick up a few points. It'll go right next to it, and I just could not get it to ricochet into that. Whoa!
Ooh, nice.
Beautiful
I've had-
live catch.
That was a nice live catch. Takes a moment, takes a breath, right back into action.
Some solid nudges here from Ren.
I had what just kind of happened to Ren. I had that happen in my game where I was attempting to shoot it up until that saucer on the upper left there, and it said no thank you, not today, and did a very graceful long slow center train out of that saucer recheck.
It's very finicky. It's really hard to get it to stick in there.
Right, so
Ren is building up this bonus.
oh
wow.
Beauty, chef's kiss. Oh, I just wanted to go into the saucer so badly for her now. Oh.
Well,
Well,
pick up 26,000 there on the bonus alone. So
yeah.
That's a solid game there.
Thank you, Zeke. Thanks for being in chat. I'm here commentating with Lexi Whittemore from Portland and Max Stewart, also from the Seattle area.
Seattle area, yeah, close enough.
Y'all are up in like North Bend or something, right?
Carnation. I've actually been living in Bellingham. It's a small.
Oh, that's right.
It's a
Oh,
small pinball
Bellingham.
community up there, but
I have a very good friend that lives in Bellingham.
oh, lovely. It's definitely a nice area.
My parents, who were on stream at least a while ago, are just recently relocated from the house that I grew up in Ballard in Seattle to Bellingham on Lake Whatcom.
I know that's gorgeous out there. I love Lake Whatcom. There's a nice little pinball bar called The Racket up there that I like to go to. It's all newer machines, though.
I will have to check that out.
So Amber did have both of the bonuses lit, the 2x, the green 2x and the orange 2x. So she did end up with a 4x on
Which
that
is-
bonus.
Yeah, and another strong finish for Amber. And Lexi is just pointing out to us on kind of the lower to mid play field. There's the circular orange and yellow and green. Ooh,
Just by the word super underneath the eyes.
super is a good thing. My dad is still watching on stream. Thanks for tuning in, Dad. Love you.
All right, Michelle's got this. Plunge right into that number one.
There's the saucer, and there's
Right
that
down the middle.
There's that feed that I was just chatting about. Feels bad.
It's very difficult to get it out of that drain too.
Well,
So
and
this is another match that just went in player order as far as score goes.
so Ren Logan, who was our points leader, continuing that streak, going up to 20 points. We are
Amber gains another 5 into 12 points. Jade gains 3 up to 14. And Michelle gains 1 more point, getting her up to 6.
My dad is befriending my pinball friends in chat. This is kind of
I
adorbs.
love this.
So let's see, what are we still looking at?
Looks like our round's maybe finished here. We're gonna. Was that round 4?
That was round 4. This feels like it's going fast, but
so quickly.
I think that's probably because I'm not standing in front of a pinball machine,
Right.
like sweating my butt off about what I'm going to do next.
no anxiety for me. Oh, so was it Maureen you said?
Maureen and yes,
Yeah, Maureen
John.
was letting you know that your dad is our dad now.
I think he'll embrace that. I think he'd be quite happy with that. All right, we're looking at the last ball on X-Men here. And again, this X-Men, a really nice table, like in terms of overall quality, in terms of play. It's been pretty challenging for, I think, everybody this weekend.
I think we're waiting for Kate to come up to the table. Or the
Kate.
machine. I guess some people get mad if you call them pinball tables, but
What?
whatever.
I'm not familiar with that.
I don't know. So I just see comments about it sometimes on Facebook, and I'm like, why though?
It is-
Table, machine.
We're going to get into like, is a hot dog a sandwich kind of argument here.
I know.
It's made of wood. It's got 4 legs.
You can put things on it, but please don't.
Yeah, please don't put things on the pinball machine.
If you're at a bar with pinball, look around for a cup holder. There's probably one nearby. Don't put it on the glass. Don't put your drink on the glass.
Unless you have, you know, a couple grand you want to put down as a deposit.
Yeah.
Turns out they don't make many of these anymore, y'all.
Papa Phil.
Papa Phil, my
That's
dad.
sweet. My mom is Mama Lisa, so I love that.
Our last name is Philbeck, so Papa Phil is in chat in the house. Oh, Gabo in chat saying pinball is a video game, changed my mind. We've had this discussion, Gabo. I am terrible at video games, so I don't think pinball counts.
All right, we got some strong support for Leslie Martin here in the chat from Ben Pownall, her
And she is a Portland player, correct?
Yep, her Sunday League teammate from Portland. Party Zone, based out of Scoreboard Bar, which is a fun sports bar that has a great assortment of machines.
So do we know why they're paused on X-Men for now? All right.
We're getting a big head shake on. We don't know why they're paused on X-Men.
We don't know nothing.
I don't see a TV in the vicinity.
Was Kate perhaps pulled away for something?
She did volunteer with me on Friday, but I don't think that is currently happening. Amber's talking to Jermaine.
There's so much going on.
We do have an active cow cam. Chelsea Raconza in the background.
Mm-hmm. Your dad taught you everything he doesn't know about pinball.
My dad is so competitive, y'all.
And played in the 70s. It ain't video.
Yeah, my dad's tip on pinball when I told him that I was starting to play competitively, he goes, "Oh, ashtrays. You collect the ashtrays from around your bar because that's a thing. And you stack them under the front legs of the game so the table's totally flat."
Oh, there we go. They realize they're on stream. They're all waving. Oh, we got a cow dance.
Cow dance.
Chelsea, the hoedown.
Breaking it down. We love this. This is, again, just strong energy, good vibes only.
And this is what I love about women's tournaments. They're just the sense of camaraderie of all of us coming together as like a special niche part of the community.
And Danielle next to her is rocking a particularly sick jumpsuit as well.
Yeah. Okay, I was eyeing that. I don't know Danielle either, so.
She's affiliated with the Icebox Arcade up in Fremont in Seattle.
I have been there. I have seen that they are selling their stars. And it makes me sad because I don't have the money to buy it.
Does anyone want to loan us a couple grand? We could split custody.
Yeah. Oh, we got something from.
Oh, it turns out the stars that was for sale at the Icebox has been spoken for by Danielle, who purchased it.
Okay.
She knows a good machine when she sees it.
I
Oh,
was
here
at
we go.
Icebox here a few weeks ago after Kitten Cup, which was my first time going to the bar, and I saw they had a Lost World, which was actually the first pinball machine I ever played.
Ooh.
I have a lot of nostalgia for it, so that was fun to see.
Oh, feels bad there. That's no fun.
Ooh.
She had her Wolverine lit, which honestly on X-Men, that was kind of my tactic. And one of the things we were talking about in chat last night was sometimes in tournaments, it pays to take the easy points. Even if it's just like the quick multi-ball, if there's points on the table, sometimes you just want to say, I will take those.
Yeah.
Screw the long game.
Nice ball save there
Pay
for
me
Tracy.
now.
Didn't even flinch seeing it go out the outline.
She's like,
she
nope.
knew that ball save was
Oh, what a nasty feed out of Pops there. What do you even do?
I know, it's just
All right, play your order. Again, Emily takes first, Leslie takes second, Kate takes third, Tracy gets the 1 point.
And is this a 5-round playoffs?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe that's Emma chiming in on chat. Hi, Emma. Thanks for being here in chat. We miss you, but thanks for being here in spirit. It has been, let me tell y'all, a blast this weekend. I'm having
it's been
like
so fun.
the best time. And that actually, this just in, this will conclude the quarterfinals for the women's championship. We were only doing 4 rounds of qualifying, in qualifying it was 5 rounds. We were only doing 4 for the quarterfinals. Steven handing me the rules, which I probably ought to have reviewed before I stepped in on a microphone, but
You know, I've been registering people all morning today and yesterday, and I don't think I ever gave that a proper read over. People got signed up, and that's what matters.
I mean, yeah. Max, you've put in so much work behind the desk this weekend.
If anything, you know what? I'm kind of loving it. I love competing, but turns out I love being behind a desk too. Just writing some stuff down, saying hi to some people.
All right, so we're looking at the final standings now after the quarterfinals. Zoe Vrabel is with Ashley Weaver tied at 26 points, advancing. The top 6 advance from this round into the semis. And our top qualifiers from the initial rounds of qualifying got a bye straight into the semifinals.
Okay. So our top 6 here, I'm just going to read top to bottom here. Zoe Rabel from Portland, Ashley Weaver
From Seattle, Renton, south of Seattle.
Leslie Martin, also from Portland, Sandy
From North Seattle.
Magdalene's.
I'm not going to try. I'm sorry, Sandy.
Yeah. I'm going to try, and I'm apologizing for butchering, but I feel like you deserve me to at least try.
Magallanes?
I don't know. Come correct me later. Liberty Rudderman,
I believe, also out of North Seattle.
right? And then Ren Logan.
And that will round out the 6 who advanced out of this round. Vanessa, right on the bubble. Sorry, babe. That's a strong showing.
So again, they will be joining the winners of each of the qualifying rounds to make 8 players.
So going
And then
into
they'll be in 2 groups of 4
yep.
for a multi-match play.
Ooh, so we're going to be kind of switching between tables then.
Yep. So they'll play 4 different machines at the same time and then rotate each ball.
Which sounds more hectic than it is. And
yeah, so you started. Each player will start as player 1 on a different machine, and then they finish that ball and they'll rotate essentially.
And you're all in a sort of in a row in like a bank, if you
Yeah.
will. So you're all in the same neighborhood.
Same area.
I find that I actually really like that design for anything, but for finals, because it doesn't give you that time to really overthink what you're doing. You're not sitting there thinking, oh my God, I'm in the finals. I gotta get through this. What am I doing? What's my strategy going to be? You're playing a game. You stop. Maybe you have 30 seconds between your next ball, but you play a game. You stop. You go to the next game, and you just got to keep moving. And it really helps me. Strangely enough, not focusing helps me focus, I guess.
I mean, it kind of, this is a question of like, how good are y'all at multitasking? Because
Yeah.
like, that's kind of what you do for a living if you work in the service industry, right?
Oh, yeah,
It's like,
sure.
if I'm doing 6 things at once, I'm probably not doing anything at all.
And I will say, once the pressure was off, I started playing a lot better today.
Yeah.
When I was playing the women's second qualifier, so my last chance to get into these finals, I didn't play well until it was mathematically impossible for me to make it, and then suddenly I got first place on the game, and it was just like, okay, that feels like something.
And it is really impossible to understate the mental aspect of especially these long marathon tournaments. You have to be kind of the right amount of focused and almost the right amount of unfocused, at least for me. You don't want to hyperfixate, and you don't want to psych yourself out.
I know. I feel like I'm always just trying to find the formula. I try playing with music. I try playing without music. I like watching other players and seeing kind of what they're doing. Because, some people, they like to move a lot when they play. And in between the rounds, some of them will watch, some of them will just go for a walk. Personally, I've been trying the walk thing because I know I've been making myself nervous watching.
Some of them do handstands like crazy people, like Maka.
So I like to do the in-between of the music, no music, and listen to podcasts.
Interesting.
I was asked this last night, and crossword puzzles on my phone for me.
That's a good one. So can I
Wild
ask what
Play?
podcast? Oh,
Yeah, I'm sorry?
Oh,
Sorry.
go on, Lexi.
Sorry. Crosswords on your phone while playing?
Not
Or
well,
just
not
in
while I'm
between
playing a
waiting?
pinball
Like,
machine. No,
I was about to be like, that's very impressive.
no, no. I don't think. I guess I don't think that would be technically allowed. Like, hold on, you guys. I just gotta solve for this.
Well, I mean, if you got one hand and you're just playing with the other, like, talk about lowering pressure off yourself.
Yeah. What podcasts are we listening to?
It depends on what's out that week, because a lot of my podcasts come out like every 2 weeks.
Sure.
Usually something with a soothing voice. I really like Criminal, hosted by Phoebe Judge. She has a very soothing voice, and she just talks through like these criminal cases, and she like.
Oh, that sounds so stressful.
It's not like true crime, like gory type stuff. It's just like, oh yeah, you know, I'm this person who like witnessed a bank robbery or something, and those are the kind of people that get the interview, and like it's just more of like a human interest type thing, or like it's like. Or like a really, really old case from like the 1800s, and then you learn like the historic like.
Stuff was wild back then.
Yeah, like there's so many things that happen, like famous like rich people's dogs getting stolen, and then like there's a big case around that.
Because that's big important,
a
right?
45-minute case talking about this missing little dog, you know. It's just interesting, but. Phoebe Judge has a very soothing voice, and you just get kind of wrapped up in it while you're playing.
I mean, but that is to take it a little bit more back to pinball. That is kind of the goal. Is you want to be the correct amount of focused and unfocused at the same time.
Yeah.
If you can.
So I'm curious, how much of, when you're playing, how much of the podcast are you actually like retaining? Because I feel like when I'm playing, I can't focus on anything else. I think if I was listening to a podcast, I would miss so much of it. I would, I'd start the ball, they'd be talking about one thing, I'd come out of it, I'm like, whoa, how'd they get there?
So I'm going to call this the ADHD advantage.
I'm ADHD too, though, so that's
like,
where I'm confused.
I'm just seeking that dopamine hit anywhere I can get it, and when I'm getting it from the flashy lights and the auditory input, I'm vibing. That's where I'm at.
I mean, that's it. Find your vibe.
Just chasing that dopamine anywhere I can get it.
Love it. Love it. Love it.
I think I'm going to have to try this podcast thing.
Yeah. But it can't be too much of it can't be a super excitable podcast, because then that's too much, right?
Right.
But it can't be super slow, because then that's not enough. You gotta go.
There's a definite science to it. Picking a podcast, you could take a course in it.
Yeah, it's like the podcast that's good for driving tends to be the one that's good for playing, because it's like you still have to focus on the road, like, I don't know.
We were listening to a couple different Star Trek podcasts on our way down.
Oh, there you go.
Big Trek nerd here.
Looks like we're just kind of hanging around, waiting for semis to start.
Yeah, I'm not sure. We should just go straight into semis. I'm gonna say good job to Vanessa.
Yeah. I think they might be arranging some people.
Vanessa was right on the bubble there, finishing in 7th. Well, we had 2 players tied for 5th, so they advanced. She was just behind them, just missing the cutoff, but still a really strong performance.
Still, yeah. I mean, even just making it to finals in this tournament, I feel like
This is
is
out
an
of-
achievement that people should be so proud of.
Over 100 people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're happy with that.
Absolutely.
All right, so do we have any favorite NW Pass, favorite tournament moments from this weekend so far?
I did get to play against Kaylee George, who is currently ranked number 2 in the world.
That crazy man. Yeah,
And
he's quite good at
He
pinball.
destroyed my score on skateball, and I did not care, because that's
It's-
really cool.
At that point, you're just kind of like, I'm getting to play against one of the top players in the world.
Yeah, and like, where else can you do that? Like, it's like, my friend plays hockey. Like, it's not like he's ever going to play against Wayne Gretzky or whatever. That's the only hockey player whose name I know. I'm
It's like-
sorry, I don't know hockey.
Nor I. Wayne Gretzky is where I would have gone too.
It was really fun to watch last night, especially just Jermaine's run in the qualifying round. All those runaway games, and honestly, most of the time you think the tournament director would come and tap him on the shoulder, but who taps the tournament director on the shoulder?
Well, he's got several co-tournament directors. Lonnie Langford has been a fantastic TD for us this weekend, in addition to Yasmine, who is Kaylee's partner. So
I am very impressed with how they have been running this tournament. It has been going so smoothly for how much they have to coordinate.
And Jermaine just took over from your dad.
From my dad, yes.
Dave Stewart, who was the longtime.
He was about ready to step down and take a break from it, which was a little bit of a chill out for our household. It takes, I don't think a lot of people understand how much like blood, sweat, and tears go into putting these things on, but I admire how much Jermaine must have done for this, especially coming back from that break with the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like having to bring this back up without the momentum that it had beforehand. It's just in my house back when my dad was doing it, it was all over the house, all of the preparations and
Right.
everything. And so it's really not something where you get to come here for the weekend, run it for the weekend, and be done. This is really an investment of the tournament director's time and energy.
Absolutely, and all of the volunteers. I mean,
Absolutely.
everyone, and I want to say everyone who I've interacted with who's been a part of putting this together has just been a class act. It's been truly a privilege to get to participate in this.
I certainly enjoyed working the desk with you today, yesterday,
Yeah.
Alexa. Sorry. about that.
That was a whole day ago.
That was a whole, I don't know, everything kind of blends together.
Right.
at least.
I will say another highlight. Today I got to see all the kids crowd together for the kids tournament.
Oh my goodness,
and
I
they were
missed that.
so cute.
That's a level of stoke we all.
And for a lot of kids, that was their first pinball tournament ever, and I think all of us have that first tournament memory. And it was cool to see that get made for those kids.
That's so amazing. Yeah, that's wonderful. Do we know who won the kids tournament?
That is a good question.
I mean, let's be real. Some of the top players in the world right now are young people.
Yeah, well, I am from Portland, so I have been beat in many tournaments by Colin Urban.
Colin Urban is one of them.
But I've also beat him in tournaments, so I think that means I'm the best.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, I've beaten Raymond Davidson, so that means that I'm, right up there with you.
When I was a teenager, Raymond Davidson and I played in the same weekly tournament at Full Tilt Ballard, and I hold on to that. I haven't beaten him since, but just at the core of my heart, I'm like, I have beat Raymond Davidson in the past,
A W
and
is
I
a W.
cling to
Take
that.
Yeah. Feels good.
So it looks like we've got something happening over here.
I think we're in the last rounds of the E-qualifying.
Oh, did they end up coming back over to the Modern Bank for that?
They're split between Classics and Modern Bank for E round of qualifying for the main tournament.
Okay.
Steven, do you have any idea? We're taking just a quick break. Are we on a... Okay. So we've got, looks like semifinal rounds drawn. In Group 1, we have Louise Wagensonner, Zoe Vrabel, Leslie Martin from Portland, and Liberty Rudderman from North Seattle. Group 2, we have Lucy Hoffman, Ashley Weaver, Sandy M., and Ren Logan.
Those are some really strong groups.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I would. Yeah, I don't. That's
I prefer being on this side over
Right,
here watching.
right.
This
I'm
is the correct group to be in. Is the commentary booth.
The pinball voyeurism.
Yeah, pinball
I
warriors.
just like to watch.
Oh, it's true though.
It's exciting.
Oh, we stole Steven's phone again.
That's just going to be our game tonight. I'm loving the soft plunge shirt.
Yeah, repping soft plunge. So sad that Jessica DiNardo could not be here.
We love Jessica DiNardo.
Katie Janice and I went and had brunch on her behalf and had some mimosas this morning.
Also, just a heads up, if you're saying anything in chat,
We can't see chat
we
right
have
now.
not seen the chat for the longest time, so
But
we're not
keep
ignoring
chatting,
you.
please.
We're just going to keep talking at you. When chat comes up, we'll catch up.
Yeah, Steven, would it be possible to get chat up on this screen? we're gonna try.
I'm gonna throw out another shout out to Steven for all his technical help
And-
getting this commentary going for us.
And Steven was here with us for like 12 hours on Thursday, getting all this streaming rig set up. Theater Kid, the Atari. Oh, the Atari Kid.
I did the same thing.
Dyslexia checking in here. That's me.
Full Stop, Dave and Jermaine are such wicked great action. Not only run this Insanity, GM brings so many machines. Yes, Jermaine brings a lot of machines.
Including that beautiful, beautiful Barracora and that beautiful World Cup soccer, dog soccer.
Doggy soccer. Okay, so here's a question for y'all. If you could re-theme any pinball machine, what would it be and what theme would you put on it?
I know exactly my answer, but I want Max to say.
Because I know mine too.
I feel like I need a second to think about it. I want to hear your ideas
All right,
first.
what's yours?
I've been saying this for the long RuPaul's Drag Race,
Okay.
and I would like to re-theme a Rolling Stones with like the Mick Jagger stand-up.
Oh no, see, I was thinking Elvis.
Oh yeah, Elvis.
Which
yeah,
is
yeah.
like the same thing.
Either or, really.
Yeah.
So that would be like your catwalk, you know?
I love that.
Right.
For me, I would retheme dog soccer, and it would be Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
So the goalie would be like, I'm thinking bug catcher from the games, but then the spinning soccer ball becomes a Pokeball. Instead of going through the cities,
I love
the
this.
gym badges.
Yeah, I love this.
And Striker becomes Pikachu because he's the mascot, right? So.
Well, and World Cup soccer is a good, like, yeah, you got to catch them all, got to hit all the shots, right?
Yeah, and it's such a. I feel like dog soccer is such an accessible theme and machine. Like you can walk up to it and understand it pretty well. And I feel like Pokemon's really accessible for all ages, but like especially kids. So like taking a kid-friendly machine and turning it into a kid-friendly game.
Yeah.
I just want a Pokemon pinball machine, and it doesn't seem like it's ever going to happen. So I'm going to make one.
I feel like that license is going to be the trickiest part of acquiring.
It's just homebrew. Like I'm not.
Just don't sell it.
Don't
and you'll
come
be
for
fine.
me, Nintendo. I don't have any money. You're not going to be successful.
All right. All right, Max, what do you think?
Well, I was really hoping you would forget about asking me because I'm really having trouble with this
We can.
one.
We don't have to.
I don't know. There's just, I feel like my gut is saying like, you gotta retheme a Star Wars. Or like a Star Trek. There's a few of them, and I think you could really do something with like that ship. And
I would like to retheme.
Congratulations on making it in, Leslie.
Yeah, congratulations. I would like to retheme Stern Star Trek, not J.J. Abrams Star Trek. A better Star Trek.
I do really like that machine, although I say that cautiously because, of course, I draw it in tournament. I play terribly, so I don't want
love
to tell
the game.
machines.
No, I love the game. I'm notoriously bad
So
at it.
that's this one, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
which this particular Star Trek was brought to the show, or given to us from Rod Stewart. Oh, Josh Teodoro, hi. Thanks for being in chat, Josh.
Okay, so we have an update. So the two groups have chosen their banks of 4.
Okay.
They're going to be playing all 4 games simultaneously.
Correct, yeah.
So we have coverage for Bank 1 on Barracora and Fishtails. And we have coverage for Bank 2 on Cheetah and Roller Games.
We haven't
Roller
seen.
games.
Yeah,
rock and roller games.
We haven't seen a roller games. We would, I think, probably like to see a roller games.
rock and roller games.
Speaking of rethemes, at Olaf's in Ballard in Seattle, there is a roller games that has been rethemed after our local roller derby, the Rat City Roller Girls, and it has custom art, custom music and callouts done by some of the Rat City Roller Girls themselves, and it is awesome. It is so cool.
I do love that.
My big discovery during the pandemic was that roller games is not an original theme. It is based around a real TV show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like roller derby meets WWE.
Okay, yeah, we were kind of wondering.
And I watched so much of it.
Really? Is it good?
It is captivating.
Good's maybe not the right word, but it's something to watch for sure.
Yeah, we can throw a link to the standings in the chat, maybe.
So yeah,
Steven just ran away, but
let me try and pull it up on Match Play here. So we're still waiting for the semifinals to commence.
Maybe we can get that from Chase and get a link to the standings thrown in chat.
So we're in our top 8 for the semifinals.
The rules are getting explained to the women here.
Winky Jones, this is the semifinals.
Oh. Yes, please. Yes, please.
Clinton, who was helping us set up, also just came by to offer us if we need any water, which I might take a sip in a minute.
Clinton. Also, at the beginning of the stream, my friend Derek, who works at Next Level out of Hillsborough, brought me a bottle of water as well. Loving the support we're getting.
Hey.
Ashley. This is semifinals. So our top two finishers from the qualifying rounds got a bye into the semifinals. So this is a top 8 overall. I will say, and not just because I'm rooting for our hometown. Well, I guess she's Renton, not technically Seattle, but Ashley.
Oh, come on. It's Seattle.
Seattle enough, yeah. If she continues to play like she has been playing, I would say that she's demonstrated some pretty commanding skills here.
Here's my dad's chess doing a cameo into the chat, with the commentator view here. I don't think he realizes.
So I'm just going to say this in front of the whole internet. I cannot tell your dad and Lonnie apart.
A lot of people say that. Actually, fun fact, Facebook algorithm can't either. And so it'll suggest.
What, really?
Yes, it will try to suggest every now and then to tag my dad in a Lonnie picture. I find that they look very different. Thank you.
I don't see that either, but I mean, I guess I can see it.
No, I'm sorry. They're the same person in my head.
It's with the masks on, definitely.
Okay, here's
for
the
a while
picture.
it was
Same
making it
haircut,
difficult.
same hairstyle. They part on the same side of their head. Similar style glasses. They dress similarly.
I was going to say similar mode of dress.
Very similar shirts.
And they have the same gait when they walk.
Okay.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm very biased, so I can't make an objective observation here. I will say, sometimes out of the corner of my eye, I'll go, "Oh, Dad. Oh, wait, no, that's Lonnie." So
Okay, there you go.
that is,
And
I guess that's some evidence to support that.
And like I work at a school, that's my main job, and we do have a set of twins in my classroom.
Whoa,
So like I work on
beauty.
telling twins apart, and your dad and Lonnie aren't even twins, and I can't tell them apart.
So Ashley, stepping up to roller games here, just nailing that upper ramp shot. I will say, when I played this in qualifying, it says "Do not flip magnet on." That was a lie, to me at least.
Oh, was it?
She got it stopped. It did stop the ball for her, and they may have worked on it since I played it on Friday. Ooh,
well,
nasty
if you
sling
blip
drain.
before that, it will like deactivate the magnet too.
I didn't know, but I've played a roller games. I did not flip. It just the feed out of that orbit was a little futsy.
I think this is a game I'd love to own.
This could be a fun one. I think, it's one of these older ones. You look at them and you think maybe it's kind of simple, but I feel like you could spend quite a bit of time learning this machine.
You definitely can. And I'm not sure, but I think this might have a custom ROM on it for the tournament.
Yeah, there's no lock stealing, and your Williams letters do not carry over.
Okay, so that carries over player to player, ball to ball, and game to game typically.
Yeah.
It is not being particularly nice here on ball 1.
Yeah, this is one where if you get into the slings, you're going to be holding your breath and maybe saying goodbye to that ball.
Yeah, I can't quite tell if it's 831 or 837, but that is a pretty good opening score for Ashley.
Yeah.
I won both of my rounds that I played it on with around 2 million points total tops.
That would be, if we're talking about like kind of I asked earlier, like, what's the target score? I think like 2.5 million on roller games is kind of where I want to be set in terms of feeling like, okay, I did some stuff.
Yeah, for this one and the way it's been playing this tournament, I would say that's an excellent score.
So shooting it into the saucer there.
Your dad is back on your mom's computer.
I'm glad you guys got it figured out, Dad. So Ren's shooting it into the saucer there. That will feed the upper flipper for that upper ramp shot over on the left there. Upper right flipper feeds the left ramp. Woo, nice. Really nice nudges here from Ren. And she, you know, for all that it looks like she may be kind of a flow player, she has excellent control abilities as well. This is one of the games that does not have the red flipper rubbers on it. Ooh, nice little slap save there. Said, not today, roller games.
Somebody creating a fast clap.
It's like one person.
Yeah, it was like the slow build-up fast clap thing. I don't know what's going on over there.
People are tired is what's going on. All right.
Yeah, trying to build up their
Magnet on, do not flip. She
energy.
went for the sort of live shot, and that did not pan out, but still a pretty good ball, I think.
Yeah, great starting ball.
Over $500,000. LWL, Lonnie and Dave are playing Stern Wars or Stern Trek?
Stern Wars. No, they're saying for because we were talking about how we couldn't tell them apart.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this commenter is saying that putting those two on Stern Wars, it's time to go take a nap. They'll still be on ball 2 by the time we get back.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Brian, who's in chat, teammate of mine, Wrecking Crew.
There are a few players in Portland I feel the same way about. Like, you can just get them on a game and you just know it'll be there forever.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you, Ken, on Batman 66.
Oh, well, I mean. Uh-oh. That looked like kind of a wimpy. Okay. We good. We good.
Rachel Helm says hi.
Rachel, also from the Wrecking Crew, my pinball team. Hi, Rachel. Thanks for being in chat. Thanks for tuning in.
All right, we've got a Williams letter here for Lucy.
Ooh,
Oh.
bad feed. It looks like she was trying to get it into that saucer to feed the upper flipper there and just kind of lipped out of it.
Still a great start for all 4 of these
Yeah,
players.
solid, and I mean, anything can happen. This is a good era of Williams, and this is a good example of a kind of a classic Williams table.
Lonnie on Stern Wars, you guys might as well get a sleeping bag. Going to be a long night.
Yeah, we had that experience in our league playing him at the Corner Pocket in West Seattle. They have a Stern Wars there. Like, all right.
Sometimes some of the long nights that I've had back when I was in Seattle or Incarnation, and my dad and I would go to Attaball on Wednesday nights. Indiana Jones.
Oh, man.
Is
Which,
it-
wait, wide body? Wide body, Andy.
Wide body. Oh my goodness, he takes
So
forever
that's the
on that
Pinball
game.
Adventure, correct?
Yeah, the Pinball
Yes.
Adventure.
The
I
good
had a game
Yes, the good one.
on Indiana Jones, the Pinball Adventure, playing your father in a tournament. And I believe we were in later rounds, and I put up like 760 million points on Indiana Jones,
A
which
very
was
good score.
which was not enough for Dave, for Hot Stew. Sorry, that's you're aware of the Hot Stew moniker.
I am actually, I am indeed aware of it, but the day that I found out about it was actually at the Northwest Pinball and Arcade Show years ago. I believe it was Nicole Reich had a Hot Stew pin
Oh yeah, we did.
on her shirt.
Back when Flip Flip Ding Ding shared space with button makers, Katie took the liberty of making a Hot Stew pin, and actually Rachel Helm in chat right now was the originator of the Hot Stew moniker. She had a dream that something happened, and Dave Stewart walked up to her and said, "That's why they call me Hot Stew." So
That is
So now we call him Hot
so
Stew.
now it's Hot
Okay.
Stew. Yeah.
that is incredibly funny to me. The funny thing is, that was the first time that I believe that was the first time that I had met Nicole. I lean forward and I go, "Is that Dave Stewart on your pin?" She goes, "Yeah, do you know him?"
And we've met a couple of
We've
times.
met. I get that a lot, actually.
All right, we've transitioned over to Cheetah.
Again, I just love this table. I love this particular cheetah, and I love all cheetahs.
I'm so sad. I haven't gotten the opportunity to play this one yet.
Are you going to be around tomorrow for breaking down the bank?
I might be.
You could be.
I suppose it depends what my dad is doing. Or
We've-
sorry, what Hot Stew is doing.
BFX6669 just says in all caps, Hot Stew.
Hot Stew.
I have told actually all of my friends about that too.
Oh my goodness.
They've never even met him, but it's
Max, I applaud you for not being like just so embarrassed.
My dad's
I think it's
nickname
so
is
funny.
Hot Stew.
So we've got Papa Phil and Hot Stew, all the dad and many puns. It's like the celebration of the dad this evening.
I love the random nicknames that people get. At the bar that Leslie Martin here, who's playing, she hosts trivia there on Tuesday nights. It's at Goal Soccer Bar in Portland. You know, check them out. They're great. There's a bartender there named Nate, who one of my friends has decided to start calling Bar Daddy. So I should have waited for you to finish that drink. And now it's just a thing. Now we're just like, okay, thanks, Bar Daddy. Like, that's just his name now.
I mean, there's a lot of nicknames for people that were sort of Georgetown pinball folks, and most of them are not appropriate for me to say on the stream right now.
You're known as Captain Gunch.
Captain Gunch.
Leslie is good people. You're right, Ben. You're good people too.
Back on roller games here, Ashley has already achieved 1 million points. I'm not sure what her progress is towards multi-ball. Trying to spell skates over on those.
Oh wow, that was a
Oh,
great
so
little
that's-
bounce
yeah.
off the post over
It was a good read. That was a really
Yeah.
good read.
So that's one thing is I often forget about these posts if I haven't played a game in a while.
That's a really tricky one too.
And
There's not much of a rubber.
Knowing when to trust the posts and when to
The
not.
answer is do not trust the post.
It depends.
Sometimes you have to just, let go and let God, as it were.
But like sometimes if you don't trust the post and you flip, you then end up actually knocking the ball down when it
Right.
comes back up. You
Correct.
gotta read it.
And again, just the level of focus here is so intense. Oh, she tried.
That look she gave the game too. She was like, that wasn't nice.
Those out
Maybe a
lanes are
good thing she's
cruel.
wearing a mask, so we couldn't see the choice words.
1.6 mil, that's not bad. Do we know if we're on ball 2 or 3 at this point? 2, we are on
Ball
ball
2.
2.
Yep. So that's a really strong score for Ashley for ball 2. 1.6 million.
Okay, so the advice I give on solid states and System 11 games, you don't tell the game what to do, it will tell you what to do. So
Right.
you trust it, you watch that ball, and just do what the game's telling you is going to happen.
That's like my least favorite grain right there that we see, where it's like
Yeah.
so close and you just can't quite get there in time.
I feel you.
Brian is correct. Use the post, yes. Trust the post, no.
No,
Never.
I
Do
trust
not.
it. I trust it.
I feel like when I use a post, it's usually because I forgot it was there and I got
And you're like,
lucky.
oh, thank goodness. Thank you, post.
I know. Sometimes I just like the ball's back in play and I'm not going to ask questions.
I think a classic post usage is Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah.
It's a good post.
That's a good post. I like the center post on Bad Cats, but I mean, I'm a freak of nature who loves playing Bad Cats.
I actually love Bad Cats as well.
I want somebody to come out with like a tournament ROM for that game. Like if we get rid of that crazy jackpot
The tiger ramp.
and the tiger ramp scoring. That can be a really fun game.
So there was
Unpopular opinion.
one night at an out-of-ball,
Ooh, rough
while
game.
waiting for my father to finish an Indiana Jones game, I played that machine 12 times in a row, just trying to get that tiger ramp. I just could not quit until I got it.
Obligatory meow, meow, meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yep. All right,
All right,
so
Ashley's tossing on that music, getting ready for.
Ren finishing with ball 2 with a respectable 885. Ooh,
Second Williams letter.
no.
That tense up, that's me. Same way I play.
Yeah.
I resonate so much with the betrayed looks that players give the machines after a drain, because I feel that so much in my heart. You just got to look at the machine and it's like, really?
Well, yeah, and choice words, choice hand gestures.
Pinball is like life. It comes at you fast. And it's all about reacting or responding.
So we've got a close game on Cheetah so far here.
Ball 2.
Ren doing a good job with those 1, 2, 3, 4. Hitting that spinner. Ooh, nice. So that spots a letter there, or I did it too, a number. Oh, that was, if I had one thing to say about this Cheetah that might be slightly less than glowing, it's that right out lane has been just very, very deadly all weekend.
I haven't played it, but those in lanes look really tight the way that it was just like when she got it in the in lane there, it stuck at the top for a second.
I mean, so it's like a double in lane, which like almost, oh, that was like a really nice little bounce that she got to kind of sweep that drop target bank, and then just like the worst luck ever off the top of that sling.
She's still got a bit of a lead there on that one, it looks like.
Mad Dog is Captain Gunch.
Mad Dog is my dad. Mad Dog or Doggy is my dad's nickname for me.
That's cute.
Captain Gunch came about because I am the captain of my pinball team, the Wrecking Crew, and gunching was from, I don't know if y'all are familiar with gunching. There was like a weird article in something that was like either a Playboy or something Playboy-esque that was like featured sort of, you know, women facing away from a camera with a pinball machine, and I've never seen any other reference to gunching other than this, and it was like, gunching is the process of manipulating the pinball machine to, so basically like moving the game.
Nudging.
Yeah. It was like, okay, clearly this article is in it for the photos of the, the ladies that were apparently demonstrating a gunch. But yeah. So in case you were wondering, if you're manipulating the pinball game, it's.
So I guess that was the original term for nudging. The Atari kid's father still calls it gunching. Probably because he read that article, maybe.
It could be, could be. Ooh, that was a really good read on
in
that.
it for the articles, right?
Yeah, of course.
That's the eternal question. What came first, the article or the gunching?
So Liberty had a really good read on that save and then just went straight back into the left out lane there.
Yeah, still a great score. 401K at the end of ball 2 on Barracora.
Yeah, that feels good. Feels good.
Feels good, man. Oh, Tiz spotted in the background for a moment.
Tiz has been one of our amazing tournament techs. She's based out of Portland as well. Portland-ish, right?
Yep, you can see her in the background there, right
Tiz
behind
spotting.
Leslie playing. This is a very PDX-centric shot here. You see Andy and Allison.
They're Seattle. I'm still claiming them for Seattle.
They live in Portland now. They're our tips.
We can share. All right, back to this.
They left you for us, so okay. Okay, back to pinball here before getting fight.
Oh, new. Yeah,
Oh,
halfway
rough
up a ramp is a bad place to be, but still a solid performance at 32, and we're only on ball 2. And as we were discussing earlier, this Fishtails, she is mean. She ain't friendly.
What I am noticing is a lot of players are having a lot of success hitting one of the shots between forward and starboard and not the other, but I'm seeing it alternate between players.
And again, if you're me, you hit the captive ball, regardless of which you're trying to shoot. So Max, on this fishtails, are you multi-ball or monster fish?
Well, I have not played this particular one in this tournament. That said, I gotta go for monster fish. Multi-ball really only pays off with a jackpot, and it's not an easy jackpot to get.
I mean,
I'd
I
rather
think
go
that's
for the monster fish.
That's the smarter tournament strategy. I just happen to have more success on this particular fishtails with the multi-ball.
Interesting.
Might have been a fluke.
I like monster fish, I think just because I quite like looping once I get a feel for it, and you can just go and hit those ramps all day, and you'll get a little bit built up, and then, for me, it's I go in, I start doing that. I'm not really counting, but then I see go for monster fish. I'm like, oh, okay, don't mind if I do.
Right, I mean, and it lets you know, and it makes the big, like, raw noise, so you know you've got a monster fish lit.
I do like that noise. Maybe that's why I do it.
Yeah. Well, and the fish does a little flippy thing too, right?
Something like that.
On the topper.
Yeah. You'll hear it, the click, 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 click when you're playing.
Yeah.
For me, I try to get video mode.
Yeah, and that's been lucrative that we've seen on stream this evening,
Which is, I know it's like controversial because it's like,
that ain't pinball.
yeah.
Unless you're Goblin Juggler who says pinball is a video game.
And I'm also I'm pro Baby Pac-Man. I just feel like it's pinball with an extended video mode.
I'm pro Baby Pac-Man. I don't know if I'm pro putting it in a pinball tournament. I'm sorry,
there's Louise with the monster fish right away.
Perfect monster fish. She saw it coming. She let that roll right over and just bam, nailed that shot. That is not easy to do.
Not a point lost on that hurry up.
Beautiful nudge, and then shot right into the right orbit.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
Still, that monster fish has got to feel nice.
Dude, all of these fishtail scores are fantastic right now.
On this particular table being set to hard and just the way it's been playing, yeah, nothing to sneeze at.
That definitely put Louise in a much better position to come
Happier
back at the end
position,
here.
yeah.
I would feel very, even if she didn't go into first place with that ball, I would feel much better coming out of that monster fish going into the next ball.
And I believe we're still doing the same method of scoring, which is 7-5-3-1. Is that correct?
I believe so, yes.
So first place takes 7 points, second place takes 5 points, third place takes 3 points, and last place takes 1 point.
We're here on roller games. A little out of focus, but you can still see it.
Oh yeah. It's the 80s. That's just how things looked, or 90s, I guess.
It's just like watching old Papa TV tutorials.
Right. It's pre-HD. we're era appropriate. Oh. All right, 8. A little north of 8, about 8.5. Yeah. So this is ball 3. Puts her just below Ren at player 3. And Lucy's still yet to play her final ball.
I will tell you, if I were playing in this round, I would be very nervous. So I'm glad I'm not playing in it, and I just have to watch.
I mean, there is no easy round at any point.
So I don't know what game this is in the background,
Wow,
but these
beautiful.
guys were furiously hitting a roller ball there for a second.
Where at?
Here in the red shirt and the black jacket.
Oh yeah, that's been happening all weekend. All right, feeding that upper flipper. She just had a really nice, nice roller games. That's
roller games.
That's the name of the
Roller
game. Oh, and
games.
she just nudged our camera back into focus. Nicely done.
Thanks, Red.
There's the jackpot. Build. Get up the ramp. Are y'all good stage flippers?
Oh, no.
No. Absolutely not.
I can kind of fake it. Like I can look like I can almost stage flip.
There's a player out of Portland named Billy Brown.
Ooh.
I refer to him as Billy the Kid because he's pretty young and
Oh, where's
destroys us
bonus
in
going to
pinball.
put her here?
1.8?
1.8. All right. So she just
She's in first now.
landed herself in the top spot for the moment. Lucy was one of the qualifiers who was the top in her group and received a bye into directly into the semifinals. I'm sorry, what were you saying about Portland, Lexi?
Oh yeah, there's a player in Portland named Billy Brown, and I was asking him about his strategy on one game. He's like, "Oh yeah, just stage flip," and I was like, "Oh yeah,
just stage
just
flip.
stage flip." Okay, thanks.
Just go to Valinor, you know?
Yeah, just
That was advice I got from my teammate after the qualifying I did yesterday. He was like, "Well, yeah, it's better if you win all the games." Thank you.
And then one of the players on my team for Sunday League, his name is Nick Higgins. He loves. Oh, that's rough.
Those
I-
lanes are brutal.
I cannot tell if she is at 1.7 or 1.1, and ditto player 1.
Yeah, so I am not sure who actually won between Ashley and Lucy.
So Lucy had a 1.1. I got a little bit better perspective, and Ashley was 1.7.
Okay.
Okay.
So Ren, Ashley, Lucy, Sandy, but excellent play by all of these girls.
Yeah, really, when we said about 200 or 2 million was what we were kind of, that feels like a good game, and we're right in there.
But yeah, I was going to say one of my teammates, Nick Higgins, shout out Nick, his favorite game is Monster Bash.
Okay.
And he loves the Monster Bash specifically that we have on location at Ground Control. And his goal by the end of the summer is to score 1 billion points on Monster Bash.
I don't have the patience, man.
Well, I asked him, "Oh, how are you gonna do that?" And he was like, "Oh, you just need to get Monsters of Rock 3 times."
Yeah, only get the wizard mode 3 times, and then
3 times. I'm like, yeah, okay, but he's close. He's at like 850 mil right now on it.
So we are back with Leslie, who is rocking the boat, baby. Oop.
Rocks that boat up to a cool 77 mil.
With Zoe in the lead here with a 127. 77 feels good also. That's a strong showing. All right, takes a lock. Is that ball 1? Ball 2. All right, one more shot to the lock will start multi-ball. And actually, I don't think that they have the multi-ball set to hard on this fishtails.
No, I don't think they do.
Because the drop target. Almost. So close.
Nudged it right out of the outlane there.
Just not today.
Beautiful nudge.
What do we say to death? What do we say to fishtails? Not today. Oh.
I agree, Blurry Cat.
I also like this game because of the boats.
So 13 in qualifying would have been probably a pretty solid showing. It just kind of shows the level of play we're seeing right now.
All right, we just heard some announcements for the dollar raffle that's going on.
Yeah, I feel like the announcements this year are particularly loud.
Jarring.
Yeah.
But the final drawing is going to be at 10:30 for a flash pinball machine.
Indeed.
So someone's going to get that for $1.
Or, however many dollar raffle
However many
tickles,
dollar tickets.
tickets
But
they buy.
in the end, it was that $1 ticket that they...
Correct.
I spent $15 on raffle tickets and already got my money's worth. I won some free admission passes to next level. So that's
Hey, well, I mean,
3
you're
of them. That's $60.
you're in the neighborhood. All right, so we're on ball 3. Louise advances just past Leslie here on Barracora, netting, well, at least 3rd place, depending on what Zoe does here. And like I said, I really love this table. The table did not love me today, and sometimes it's just like does not want you to play, you know?
Ooh, that skill there with Zoe. She just got down to level and flipped it right at the exact right moment.
So spinner or
to
lock
knock
here?
Zoe.
Spinner, yeah, do that spinner. Get them points. Nice,
Oh,
nice.
right.
There we go.
So already with,
for that left saucer there.
oh no. Okay, we good. That I think I have PTSD from the feed out of that saucer if it rejects.
I'm pretty sure I've only seen like one attempt to get into that saucer with a direct hit actually stick.
Yeah, I mean it is. So it has a new reproduction playfield in it, and it's like an ice skating rink. It's
I feel like the only way that you can get it in there is to get it to bounce off the top bumper, but you're just playing with luck then.
yeah, no, for real. And sometimes, honestly, in tournament play or in play in general, if you've got a shot like that where you're like, it's spicy, it's scary, I'm not digging it, you just say I'm gonna come back to that later. Let's do something else.
Yep. And
Alright,
she goes
Louise just
right into
started multi-ball.
fishtails.
All right, Louise starting off multi-ball and multiple ball mode. We've got a shortened ball save timer, I believe. Is that true? On
It is still, and it just ended.
yeah.
The
So she's
cast.
training wheels are off. She's just lost 1 ball, but has still 2.
Oh no.
play.
She almost had that one back in the in lane, but it's
But
so
still-
finicky with that.
And still a great, example of kind of like tournament mindset. Keep 1 on the flipper, a bird in the hand being better than 2 in the bush, as it were. Oof. All right.
I've never realized how much control over the fate of the universe you have once you're on a microphone and watching pinball.
Right?
Welcome.
Suddenly you can influence everything that happens as long as it's not the thing you want to watch happen.
I don't know if you heard us ribbing poor Steven yesterday because he was like, "Oh yeah, Alex is the top of qualifying." I'm like, "You just jinxed him, hardcore." All right, so Louise got 3rd place there.
I love Zoe's shoes. Sorry.
I haven't seen Zoe's shoes.
I just see them right there on
Oh
camera.
yeah, nice. We've got Zoe taking the 1st place spot there on Fishtails, followed by Leslie, then Louise and Liberty. All right,
Yeah,
this is
PDX top 2 on that game.
for the moment.
Feels good, man. There's a lot of fishtails on location in Portland.
So this is where we're looking at the final result here for Group 2.
So Ashley advances for sure. And looks like Lucy and Ren will have a playoff.
Depending, I believe, maybe on what happens in the other group. Oh, I see. Yeah.
We're looking up the specific rules for tiebreakers.
Oh, you can see us and we can see you, chat.
Beautiful. Sorry, Max, I was hiding you from that camera.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I was enjoying the peace and quiet over here.
I was just like, where'd Max go? Oh, you're still here. Let me.
I keep seeing myself in the corner of my vision, and it's giving me like some weak, like
Just
weird
don't
little,
look
who's
at it.
that? Who's
Just
that?
don't look at it.
That's what I've been doing. I've been looking at you guys, your lovely faces, looking out here at the machines that I can sort of see over people's shoulders.
Thanks, Chase.
Is this still the E Division qualifier we're seeing?
I believe so, yeah. This is a final
Or
tournament of the
E
night.
round, it's not a division.
And we are rapidly approaching, coming up on 10 o'clock on the West Coast here, it's been a long day. It's been a fun, great day. But man, oh man, does this take some stamina, y'all. I'm sitting on my butt and I'm tired.
Thinking about that shower in my hotel room.
Oh.
It's a good shower.
Paul White and Megan Czar were saying they've got a hot tub at their spot. I think they have an Airbnb. Like, that sounds really nice right now, even though it's raining. I'll get down.
Hot tubs in the rain are great. I've
It's like the best,
been in a
right?
hot tub during a snowstorm,
Oh yeah.
and it's an experience that everybody should get to enjoy at some point in their lives.
That sounds pretty nice. Very, very
It's the getting out of the hot tub that is no fun.
I am attempting to look up the tiebreaker rules, and I'm not seeing.
Is it a split based on numbers of firsts and seconds? Is it a one ball? There's so many ways the tiebreakers can be done.
Looks like the results from the other group are starting to come in now.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So we're still waiting, I believe, on a couple of games. Oh, perfect. Here we go. So for Group 1, it looks like,
Zoe advances with 20 points.
and then we got a tiebreaker between.
A tie for 16 again between Louise and Liberty. The 16-point tiebreakers.
Yeah. So like 25, when we were doing 5 rounds of qualifying, 25 was kind of like the magic number that would put you into qualifying realm. And it's looking like 20 is the number when we're doing the match play, and then 16. I wonder, Chase, do you think it would be possible to get maybe Lonnie or somebody to give us a rundown of what the finals format is? Because I'm not seeing it on the website.
For this current round here,
Yeah,
I'll see if
yeah.
I can
tie-
grab Yasmine and she can maybe explain it to us.
Yeah, the
Looks
tiebreaker
like
and
she
the.
is explaining it to a competitor right now.
Yeah, she's
so we'll
explaining
get
it
the moment.
to Louise right now. So we're not the only ones who are confused, chat.
I know in Kitten Cup I tied, and they broke it down by number of first and number of
Tiebreaker
second.
right now.
Yeah, we're going to ask about that because we saw that. So how's the tiebreaker going to work?
So normally the tiebreaker is going to be amount of first places, amount of second places, back to fourth. But now we have a tiebreaker where all of them got first, second, third, and fourth. So Louise and Liberty are going to play a tiebreaker full game to figure out who's going to move on of those two. And I'm going to figure out which game that is.
All right, we'll watch and we'll be ready to move on rig. So you heard it there, ladies. We're going to have a tiebreaker.
Excellent.
All
And
right.
is that only in the group with Louise and who?
I think it's for both of them
think
as
it's for
well.
both.
them. Okay.
And I'm assuming that they're just going to do like a random draw here from the
Yeah,
games that are in the
she
bank
did
here.
say it's a full game, so it's not one ball. It is a full 3-ball game.
Which, yeah. I mean, we're going to like, what, 11:30 tonight for the show. So we got
I'm
time,
just saying,
y'all.
I am present if my raffle ticket gets drawn for that flash.
Yeah.
I know exactly what my range of numbers are too.
All right, I don't know if you guys heard that, but we're going to Cheetah for a tiebreaker.
All right, all right, all right.
All right, all right, all right.
Just making me want to play that game more and more. Got to get in on that before everything's broken down. There's none on the floor, is there?
No.
Oh,
I don't know that there has been that I've seen in previous years either.
Do you know why you shouldn't play pinball with Wildcats?
I'm sensing a pun
uh-oh.
coming on
Here
here.
it comes.
Because they're cheetahs.
Oh man, when I was packing for the show, this is not at all pinball related, y'all. I'm sorry. When I was packing for the show, I have a Homestar Runner. This is probably maybe a little bit too old of
I
a
love
reference for Max.
Homestar Runner.
I have the cheat shirt from HomestarRunner.com.
I love that.
And I was going to wear it, and I was like, is that almost like a weird thing to wear for a pinball tournament? Like for a competitive event? I'm wearing a shirt. What's on your shirt? It's the cheat.
I'm going to talk about a great pinball theme. Homestar Runner pinball.
And
With like Trogdor the Burninator video mode.
I mean, yeah.
I'm in.
Well, I mean, that's the joke about the Seattle Kraken. Our S logo is Trogdor.
Oh, lovely save there. That looked like it was going straight for the middle.
Liberty just appears so calm and collected while she's playing. I'm truly impressed.
She does. I had the misfortune to play her a couple times, and she kicked
Right.
my butt.
Do not be deceived. This girl knows what she's doing.
I had a really good game on Radical, too, and she had me beat.
So you can see kind of her bonus progression. Again, it's the green lights going up the middle of the playfield here, and she's almost had it maxed out.
That was 80K in bonus, though.
How are you? You're just so good at seeing that. I cannot.
Something
Well,
weird just happened.
I know this is 100.
And then you're doing math.
980,
It
yeah.
just gave player 2 500 to start.
Yeah,
I heard
that's-
it was doing that.
That's
Oh,
been happening. I think it might just be like a loose switch on which that'll
and it's
happen.
such a low amount of points that is typically considered a beneficial malfunction and
Yeah.
to play on.
I mean, she's an old gal. What are you gonna do? A classic. 1980.
It's older than me.
Older than me. All right, so Louise going for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets there, the middle bank of drop targets. And again, really any bank of drop targets on this game. Get them done. Really nice little trap, and I believe she did a little sweep of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which has lit her bonus collect on the sort of left orbit there.
The bonus is sitting at 50K right now.
So hope to max that a little bit. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Ooh.
Did bump it up to 80 before collect, though.
I mean, yeah, and that's, again, looks like a pretty respectable score. Liberty, and again, I like that upper is your bonus X as well. I'm sorry, the 3 upper drop targets. If you completing those advances your bonus X. Ooh. I mean, we could probably get that unstuck if we needed to.
I would love to stream a stuck ball situation right now.
I would not. I just, for the player's sake, I don't, let's just say no malfunctions. All right, we're neck and neck here. Player 2, ball 2.
Giving the game a little wipe down.
Yeah, the pinball towel is that's a smart move.
There's a local player in Portland named Esther. She has like this scarf type item that she then uses, and but she just wears it the whole time, and then she can just wipe it and it drops, and then she
I mean,
can play.
it's like a floor mat. It's a so I believe her bonus collect will stay lit for her. And again, if you can get it up into that shot, that's just money. And we were talking earlier about how kind of precarious that little U-turn shot up at the top. I don't know if that's a technical term, but the U-turn shot up at the top, the horseshoe.
I mean, it's called the U-turn in Black Knight, isn't it?
It is.
Let's call it a U-turn.
I think it's a horseshoe. Oh. You see that side-to-side movement is not what you want on this game.
The horseshoe, the turnaround, the rich person's driveway.
The rich person's driveway. The cul-de-sac.
The cul-de-sac, I like it.
So Louise has this in her sights now. She's just like,
she's gotten very creative with the upper
And
flipper
there
there.
it is.
there it is. Yep. It's probably going to trap and
Up yet.
hasn't looked up, but yeah, like at this point, just don't say die.
Your bonus is at 100K.
That was a beautiful little tip pass over there. She's like, am I good?
Good game.
Good. Good job, Louise.
All right, Louise moves on to the finals.
So I believe, this was the only tiebreaker because the other was determined, but based off of their kind of finishing position on the games.
Yeah.
So these two players had identical finishes on all of their games. So looking through the roundup here. So we're going into our finals group, the top 4. We have Louise Wagensonner out of the San Francisco Bay Area, I believe, Ashley Weaver from the Seattle area, Zoe Vrabel from Portland, and Ren Logan, also from Seattle. Congratulations to all of our finalists.
All right.
I almost said it's been a long road, which is like a Star Trek reference I don't even want to go into.
I think if there's ever a good time.
I've just been triggered. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry to anyone I may have triggered. Shout out to Jonathan Archer.
Yeah, now it's stuck in my ear. Thanks. that earworm. Depending on who you ask, it's either one of the best Star Trek theme songs of all time or one of the worst. So I understand.
During lockdown, during pandemic times, Travis got me to consent to watch the entirety of Enterprise. With my condition was we will be skipping that intro. I am not a fan. I mean, Louise has been destroying not just lately, but I think for most of her pinball career. She's certainly a world-class player.
She is fantastic, and I love talking to her too. She's just like an overall delight to be around.
Well, and like a wealth of just like knowledge on like every game that you think somebody's never heard of, you know.
She's been so helpful to me because, like, you know, she and my dad get along, so we'll be talking to her. I'll go to play a game, and I'll walk up for any game. I'm like, Dad, what do I do? Louise will often, like, Dad will start to talk. Louise will tell me, I'm like, her way makes more sense. Thank you. I'm doing that.
Your dad is a very detail-oriented individual, which is a great thing. I mean, but that's a real thing. There's people where I'll go up and I'll be like, okay, how play game, and it's either like a 30-second rundown or like a 30-minute rundown, and sometimes the 30-second rundown's a little bit better.
All right,
pretty good at. Oh, sorry.
I have our first game.
All right,
it's going to be Fishtails.
The Fishing Man. I'm sorry, I should not gender Fishtails. The fishing game.
I mean, it's a man there on the...
So we see here, high score number 1 has not been touched all weekend. It's 300 million, which is a good score, but... oh, Max, was that you? I'm kidding. Max was...
Oh, I sure wish.
NEJ, I believe, is Neil Jocelyn. Nice game, Neil, if that was you. Replays at 98 million.
I'm going to text Leslie and see if she'll take my raffle tickets over at 10:30 to make sure if I did win that I do get that flash.
I just want to take this gap in the action to thank all 3 of you for doing some excellent commentary this evening. Thank you so much for joining us and really enthralling the audience with your great commentary. And we got a great final coming up, but I wanted to do it right before because after the final we're going to have an interview, and then we'll probably get out of here because we'll be so tired. So
right. Well,
so thank you so much for doing what you do.
Thank you, Chase. Thank you for the opportunity. This has been a blast. This is probably a highlight of the weekend for me, just having the privilege to be on your stream.
Oh, well, oh, gosh, stop. But thank you. No, really, honor's all mine. Thank you for being here. And don't forget, tomorrow we're going to have some great match play, playoff action, open finals in the morning, bright and early, 9 a.m. Yes, we got to get up and do that. So we'll be here.
Y'all got it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's
you
the
guys
privilege of not qualifying.
If you want an extra commentator, I'll hop
yeah,
on.
you know, it's interesting. You know, I get the line from so many people. Yeah, I'd love to be there on the stream, but only if I'm not in the finals. So,
right.
So we're covered, but believe me, if we need somebody on standby, I will grab you for sure to get you on the air.
I'll be around.
Yeah. But this is great. We got a great final,
and
and looking forward to
Zoe
it.
got a bye in those finals as well, so we'll be seeing her compete again tomorrow.
Oh yeah! Wow, that's just like what a strong performance from Zoe, who has
made
it
to win
the
both.
Right.
Zoe win women's, and then also win open.
Fun fact, when Zoe won in 2018, the grand prize was a pinball machine, which was a beautiful Harlem Globetrotters. And Zoe, having driven up from Portland in a Volkswagen Beetle, asked me and my partner Travis to pin sit for her until she could get a van and get up here and collect her Harlem. So I had a kind of a stroke of luck there, being able to be a pinball babysitter.
I love that. I have that joke with my friend a lot because I feel like he keeps buying pinball machines. I'm like, eventually you're going to run out of space. If you need a pinball foster home, there's plenty of space here.
We have not only run out of space, we have many foster families for our for our pinball machines. Again, games that were on location or are in between being on location. It looks like Ashley is about to step up here to Cheetah. So this is the final round of match multiplay. And again, scoring 7-5, 3-1. First place is 7 points, second place 5 points, third place 3 points. This is like the standard IFPA scoring. And last is 1 point.
The prize for this one, the women's will take home $750 and a trophy.
Beautiful trophy.
No machine this
For the
year.
match play, it's just cash. $1,000 for Grand Champion and $250 for B Division.
Just want to state that all 4 players are playing 4 machines simultaneously in their respective turns. So right now, for example, Ashley is playing over on Cheetah and so on and so forth. So all 4 women playing all 4 machines at the same time. And as the ball ends, we will jump across as we can.
So Louise looks like she's, again, employing, like she's working on both, I mean, as one should, working on both Monster Fish and multi-ball here. She was able to get a fast cast lock from kind of off the initial plunge, which has been very, very tricky. Have not seen a lot of folks being able to achieve that this weekend. So trying to find that ramp, the port ramp there, the lit green arrow. Yeah, might as well. Just build, build, build. Oh, I don't like that.
Rough.
I mean, 10 million, good start. We're not mad at that. Ashley's got the headphones, doing a little head roll. Is that Final Fantasy VII? I bet.
I don't know. I feel like I should know more about Final Fantasy, but I don't.
I know that I know a lot of people who really like Final Fantasy, and that's about it.
When the final raffle happens,
All right, beautiful shot into the lock there from Ashley. Looked like
I know my numbers, so
she hit the orbit and then it's like, all right, little late, little adjustment, and found that lock shot. That's the flashing green squares on the top, green inserts on the top left or top right there. 1, 2, 3. And it looks like she's going for ball locks too. Ooh! She tried. That was an admirable effort.
you could see when the playfield went dark for the danger, she was like, oh, hands off, we're done.
That's one thing I'll say about this fishtails for sure. I feel like the tilt is kind of set right where it ought to be in terms of like you can get away with one good gunch.
One good gunch.
Authorized by Captain Gunch herself.
Today's stream is brought to you by Gunch Co. All it takes is one good gunch.
Yeah, and this match multiplay format is actually, I believe, worth kind of like maximum IFBA points, just because, and I'm not going to be able to tell you specifics of why that is, but something to do with the fact that you're playing on different tables at the same time, but it goes a lot quicker. So we're in essence completing like 4 games in one.
Yeah. That's an X-Men.
So if we're in the finals in the home stretch here, what are y'all's thoughts? Like, if you're a tournament player right now, what's in your head? What's
Take my anxiety meds.
yeah.
So the only time that I think that I remember playing this particular format in a finals was actually in the women's B division a few years ago. I believe the year that Zoe won. And I did win that B division, and I can say without a doubt that the thoughts in my mind were none. I was like, what machine am I going to? What am I doing? Oh, right, pinball.
Yeah, and that's actually, I think, my ideal state of being is just no thoughts, only pinball.
No thoughts, only pinball. I love that. That is, in fact, that's what I aspire to in competition.
We were commenting yesterday, and I think today, like I do not ever want someone to come up to me midway through a round and say, "You're doing really well."
Oh no, that's the worst.
Like,
I had that.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
So can we talk about like tournaments on location, and then like a random person will come up and like just start talking to you when you're playing in a tournament?
I mean, that usually doesn't last very long if it's me.
I get so upset.
I play with headphones in even if I'm not listening to music.
Oh my gosh, Ashley, just like putting on a clinic on this X-Men, which is not easy. She's collecting her Add-A-Ball, so she's got another brief ball save lit here. And all the
Keeping that multi-ball alive.
keeping the multi-ball alive, keeping the dream alive.
Ooh, that pop action there.
And we saw just so many nasty feeds out of those pops. Ooh la la. And yeah, trap up. What fantastic control.
And
Little-
this
oops.
is why
Oh,
she's
no.
in finals.
Yeah. So she's going to take a minute, regroup, start going back to work on building some mode shots here.
That was a nice combo that she had there.
Oh,
Oh,
there's
no.
that feed that we've been talking about all weekend long. Nasty. Why you got to be like that, X-Men?
Do you mind if I ask y'all a question?
Please.
With this format, with all four players jumping across all these four different machines, usually, you know, when you're in a final, you're thinking about one machine, one game at a time. Now you're kind of doing four at once. Does it change your thought process or strategy at all?
For me, not that I've been in the finals a lot. I would say for me it doesn't though, because like I try to take a break between balls anyway, and then like I walk up to the machine and right before I plunge, I'm like, all right, I'm on ball 2 on this game. This is what I have. This is what I need to do. So I think for this, it's kind of the same thing. You know, you just walk up and you're like, okay, I've already done this. What's next?
Yeah. I've heard some people say like, oh, it sounds like it's too hectic or too distracting to have multiple things to do at once. I actually think first of all, it's not as hectic as it sounds, and because there's not a lot of as much sort of pause in play, it's almost kind of better in that regard. Like you're just going kind of right straight on to the next one, unless somebody really runs away with a score. But Ren getting into her Weapon X multi-ball here, nicely done.
Yeah, to bring back a phrase from earlier in the conversation that I think I'm going to be clinging to, it's the ADHD advantage.
Yeah. How much do you like multitasking? Nice little tip over there. Oops, a daisy.
Oh, there's a
Okay, let's
There's
see
a
how
good
this
point.
kick out is from this lock. Yeah. No,
Claims
good night.
another victim.
I was going to say there's a good point in the chat. You don't spend a lot of time watching others play when you're doing this
Which,
format,
yeah, that's,
which I think is good for the anxiety.
I mean, depending, but I think at this level, why would you, I don't want to watch somebody else play.
Yeah.
I want to focus on my own game.
I already gave him to Jordan. Thank you, though. I'm good.
Ooh, Gojira.
Yeah, Jordan's got my back. Oh, yes, Godzilla streaming. This is my favorite pinball machine to be released in the 21st century. I'm just throwing that out.
I haven't gotten to spend a ton of time on it, but I like what I see so far.
I have a rough time when I play it, but I really love the danger and tilt screens on it. It's this little dance that the monsters do. They've got like their little legs going. I find it extremely cute.
At Kitten Cup, when I was rewatching the stream for when I was playing, someone made a comment because I did get a double danger, and I just started dancing like the little guys on the stream. Because I just love Godzilla so much. I think it's a great IP. I think the game design is really intuitive, beautiful.
Ooh, okay. Ashley's gonna get control. Say, all right, Cheetah. No more, Mr. Nice Guy.
I notice in her playing, she's very good about realizing that she had a moment where she just needs to trap, regroup, and then get right back to business.
Yeah, take a breath, and that's just, I want to call it professionalism. You know? Okay, take a moment. What are we doing? There we go.
Stop, collaborate, listen.
Stop, collaborate, and listen. That right out lane, man, I am telling you, it is a killer. So, 169 after ball 2 here. Are we following Ashley right now? Not in particular. We're just going where the action's at.
Right,
Zoe on Godzilla.
But yeah, also I love the ball save screens on Godzilla.
I mean, the whole...
Get back in the fight. Don't let him beat you. And
I'm just really happy that they went with the, when they were thinking, okay, let's make a Godzilla machine, I'm glad that they went with the 60s TV show. Was it 60s or 70s? The old TV show.
Old school Godzilla.
Yeah, because there are new Godzilla movies. They could have gone for another, gritty, let's do this very intense monster hunting pinball machine, but they went for the lighthearted fun thing, and it came out. It came
there's
through
the
very
danger
well.
dance.
Oh, I love that dance.
Shout out to Vanessa joining us in chat. Hi, Vanessa. Thanks for being in chat. Yeah, Ren has been turning in a stellar performance so far.
I'm glad that they included Hedorah in this machine. Hedorah is my favorite kaiju. He is made of trash and man's hubris, and I just really identify with that.
Trash and man's hubris. I'm not super familiar with the Godzilla franchise, but
he's the smog monster.
Okay, yeah.
Pollution monster.
Sort of like a Fern Gully type of thing going on there.
Kind of. You unlock him when you do 2 secret combos, and then you collect him at the Maser Cannon.
I think we were talking about all the sort of like little Easter eggy type things, especially in Elwyn games, that are so fun for the player.
This idea of secret combos, I think, is great. I just wish I could find a list online of what those secret combos are to make them less secret.
Somebody make a spreadsheet.
Yes, women are bringing it so hard this year.
I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I feel like I've enjoyed the games that I've been watching on stream in this tournament better than the main. Yeah. I might be biased, though.
No, I think you're just correct. All right, straight to Megalon. Oh.
That's actually one of the things that I get told a lot about
ramps.
About Babes in Pinland. In addition to being a really fun tournament for all the players, people often say, yeah, that's like also one of the hardest tournaments in town in Seattle. And Seattle's a big pinball town, you know? Ren is a frequent competitor in Babes in Pinland as well.
Yeah, there seems to be this myth that like women's tournaments are going to be easier or something, and I don't understand where that myth comes from.
Yeah, well, I have thoughts, but
other than the patriarchy.
Yeah.
All right. Ren got that final lock-in ball, or is that the, yep. Oh, ball one. Okay.
Final shout out to my mom and dad. Thank you all for joining us on stream this evening, Mom and Dad.
I love that. This pinball stream has been brought to you by Alexa's mom and dad. If it weren't for them, she wouldn't be here.
Shout out to Papa Phil and Diana.
All right, here we go. The best multi-ball release. This building's going to collapse and release the balls onto the playfield.
Dun, dun, dun. Look at Godzilla
Just
go.
the work that went into that mech alone is so beautiful.
It's really great. And I like that they've done it so it doesn't just like dump the ball onto the playfield.
Yeah, they kind of just roll out.
So you're not dealing with like nasty mushrooming stuff over time, hopefully.
That was what she just did. She made a shot right out of the cradle, right even before they had split, and then immediately right off that flipper made another shot.
Yeah,
Got another jackpot right
I'm
away.
gonna hazard a guess and say that Ren is a fan of this table.
I mean, she better be.
They do have one on location at Ataball, which is her current place of work. Oop, oop,
I
oop,
mean,
oop, oop.
if you're not a fan of this table, you might want to get tested for COVID because I hear one of the symptoms is no taste. Nice. Straight to the loop. 8 million point jackpot.
She's like, I know these shots, and I like them. Let's go. Let's do it
when I
again.
was playing earlier today, I was going for consecutive loops. And on my third one, the ball got stopped at the top, and we had to get...
Attack.
Yes. But it was stopped right in the middle, so I got to choose which flipper it landed on.
That was still a superlative ball.
And that was ball 2, so she's got so much more to do.
Right.
92 mil.
That's
For this table specifically, that's so good.
very, very solid, yes. And we're looking at the other scores. Her closest person behind her is at 28. Player 4 yet to play, Ashley, is at 14, looks like, so.
Go, go, Godzilla. So Louise has her mecha pretty close. She just needs to hit those targets 3 times.
Yesterday
of
evening,
flashing blue and red.
and yesterday evening in qualifying, we were seeing so many people get there or almost get there and just get hosed by that Mecha Godzilla.
I feel like you need to get it early or don't do it.
Yeah. Or like, you know, with the ball save lit, ideally.
Yeah. So here we go. Jet fighter attack.
I almost feel like they may have made an adjustment to the ball save timer because it seems like it is shorter today than it was yesterday. And I know that games were running fairly long on Godzilla yesterday, which I mean is to be expected.
Nice saucer hit.
Choosing not to use that upper flipper can be a beneficial tactic in this game too.
Goes down the out lane.
Now that left out lane on Godzilla looks like it's been the culprit of many drains here.
All right, Ashley's coming up. Looking confident, taking a breath. Also has the spinner portion of Mecha finished. So she just needs to hit those 3 flashing blue and red targets by the Mecha spinner, and then it will spin around one more time, and you hit the spinner to activate the multi-ball.
I'm glad that you're here to tell us this because I am not super familiar with Godzilla yet.
Oh, she went for the skill shot, did not make it.
All right, fingers crossed, Lexi, right?
Yeah, I'm listening. I might win a pinball machine here in this raffle. I know my numbers. My friend Jordan's over there with my ticket.
All right. Nice little nudge back into the in lane there. Ashley's taking a sec. Where's the shot?
So I'm not very familiar with this machine. Is she looking to start a mode before going into her multi-ball?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you can bring a mode into your multi-ball for big points.
Geigen is, I think, the more popular choice, right?
Yes, but I'm a fan of this Titanosaurus idea. You need to hit the power line shots, which are these flashing blue lights, but you have to hit them from left to right. So the first one
That's
is
ballsy.
right there on the left of the building.
Yeah. All right. So she's got her mode running, starting her Mechagodzilla multi-ball. Really. And Ashley is just earlier when I was saying like sometimes you just want to take the easy points, Ashley's saying no, thank you. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna build, and get to where I want to go.
The way that I play, I love taking the easy points and just hoping for the best. But when you're playing against such solid competition in a final like this, you really just got to go for everything you possibly can.
She has that last power line target to the right of the right ramp.
Just hit it. Just collected.
And now she needs to hit the left. So now it hits. Not me. I did not win.
Sorry.
And looks like there's that danger dance.
The danger dance.
25.
Oh, good. We're on camera.
Mode.
doing the danger dance.
Good. Everyone needs to experience the danger dance.
It's kind of like a thriller almost, right?
Well, it's more, they're moving their arms in. They're like,
everybody do the danger. Oh, coming back, maybe, hang in there. Zoe's like, yes, I will.
So Zoe plays on the other team at Ground Control that's been there for several years, called GKO.
Oh, she's like, nope, don't need a TD. There's the danger dance.
And we recently just got a Godzilla at Ground Control, but it's the pro model. It's not the premium like this.
Premiums are going to be hard to come by. I feel like they've been selling like hotcakes.
Yes, and as an employee at GK, I do have the insider information. We did buy our Godzilla from a home seller. So someone had bought one, and then we bought it from them.
What happened? Who was like, I just got this beautiful new pinball
Well,
machine.
they made a lot of mods to it. So like ours has the LE building on it and like the motor shaker.
Oh.
But like it's still a pro.
Okay.
Here comes the building's going down again.
Godzilla multi-ball.
Wait, was that just one ball that came down? Oh, I
No,
see.
it's gonna launch. Yeah.
Okay, the last time, just so I'm clear, the last time there were physical locks on it, right? I wasn't imagining things.
Yes. So Zoe had at least one ball locked in the building, and then the other multi-ball was collected.
Okay.
So she still gets her multi-ball, even though the physical balls aren't there.
Oh yeah, I figured. I was just
the previous player cleared out the physical lock, so the virtual lock was there. Super Jack.
Which I love that. You should get credit for your multi-balls. Even if someone else gets there first.
Yeah, dude.
In a tournament like this, lock stealing is
It's 2022.
And she got her ally and
Zoe's telling us she does not like that. She's shaking her head.
Well, it's the add a ball into a multi-ball, and I'm pretty sure she just ended her multi-ball.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Got her heat ray.
Because I liked Gigan's danger dance on this. Oh no.
She did have one previous danger dance.
I shouldn't have mentioned it.
Yeah, we did the jinx again.
And he spanks himself.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I decided to go online and look up a Gigan fight, and he kind of echolocates. I was very amused by the fact that he kind of clicks as he flies. It was very spooky, but I was quite a fan of the echolocation.
Yeah, like I love the amount of thought that went into creating these kaiju. They all have their own little personalities. Controversial take here. Clifford the Big Red Dog is a kaiju.
All right.
He's a small kaiju, but he's kaiju.
All right.
I'd believe it.
Ashley, or I'm sorry, Ren's saying, no, not like this.
The twirls of defeat. We've all been there.
For me, it's a hop, like an anger hop.
For me, it's the weird finger guns. If I play a game and I like brick my ball, like total house ball, I'll just like give finger guns to the machine as I like step away.
I see you, buddy.
Like, okay. F me, I get it.
Oh yeah, are we allowed swears now, Chase? I don't think so.
This is a family-friendly show, so I'm just.
I mean, yeah,
not
I know we're in the
going
late
to-
hours and all, but we've been so good.
Well, I know we have been so
We've
good.
been so good.
We're keeping it classy for y'all.
All right, so in the chat, someone says Ren typically says "oopsie."
I don't mean to jump around too much, but
I mean-
women down there are making
That's fine.
quick progress. So we're now back over to
Yeah.
Fishtails.
No, I mean, and that gives actually kind of captures what the players are doing as well. It's jumping
Yeah,
around
what
is
this
an
event
element
is
of
like.
this tournament. So Ashley turned in a pretty stellar performance earlier on Fishtails, I believe. We've got Louise Wagensonner at 115, which is nice. Ooh, 10 million.
It's afternoon in Australia.
Australia, welcome Australia.
I mean, it's the early morning or
Is it
mid-morning in England.
Wouldn't it be appropriate to say good day?
I cannot, and I will not do an Australian. I won't do
Good
that
day.
to your
Put
viewers.
another shrimp on the barbie, eh?
Oh no.
That's like almost like Cockney. All right, Zoe. Nice fast cast right into the lock there. Is that her third lock? Indeed. Right straight into multi-ball.
Well, she needs to build up these points.
Uh-oh. Oh, well, she's a ball save. What am I
it's
saying?
autocast.
Yeah.
And Zoe let me in on that tip when I was volunteering at Pinball Outreach Project when it was in Portland. That was kind of like me getting into pinball. Zoe showed me that multi-ball strat. She was the one that told me, hey, you know, this flashing light means you have a ball save.
Yep.
You know, kind of just use that time to get control and don't worry about if they're going to drain because you'll get them back. So, sound advice.
Got a jackpot lit. Oh, and monster fish.
So one thing I do love about
Whoa, was that like a sort of a backhandy situation there into the monster fish?
I think so.
Did she make her monster fish?
She did.
Oh wow.
Oh, that is
no.
everybody
I
out
was gonna
of
comment
the
on
pool.
Yep. I was gonna comment on the flippers, the way they line up on fishtails with the design. They're on the bottom jaw of the fish.
Oh,
And
so
then
it's
when you
a
flip,
fish,
it's
yeah.
so sometimes it looks like the fish is opening and closing its mouth.
I'm sorry, chat. We're not doing accents. I don't think I don't think the
No.
people want to hear that.
No, we're not gonna put on fake accents. We will offend somebody, and that's not what we're here for. So like, look at the flipper here on fishtails. When it flips, it just looks like the fish.
The fish is
just like,
talking. Yeah,
He's just chatting.
just like us.
And that's her second lock there.
Yeah, ball two.
Oh, ball,
No, ball
three.
three.
She's going into multi-ball.
All right, Ren. She's taking a deep
She's
breath.
like, I can do that too. We got this. Nom nom, fishtails fish.
Monster
wonder-
score. Beautiful 20 million collect over there, and her jackpot is lit. Oh, danger. Danger, Ren.
Oh, I will
49.
trap up and wait there.
We had a three-way tie for first place. The winner of the tiebreaker and the winner of the automatic buy. in the
Really nice play
tomorrow's
from Ren
Open
here. Ooh,
is Josh
I could
Hornbaker.
tell she's like, I want
Congratulations,
that. Tip it over. There you go. Go back to work here.
Our other finalists in the playoffs are Mike Smith, Algerd Macias, Conrad Rustad, Katie Martin, Matthew Rockenkamp,
Katie Martin. It's Kate Martin,
Sean
guy.
Keel, and
Video mode, which we saw earlier, is actually pretty
27
lucrative
points
on
in the last
this.
spot is Sam Snyder. Congratulations, Sam.
I believe Sam Snyder, who just was in the final, or was announced as a finalist, is Lucy's partner, who was in our
Excellent.
women's final earlier.
That's it for the qualifiers.
I heard two PDX
Everybody
players
in the playoffs,
post that
congratulations,
announcement.
and we'll see you tomorrow, bright and early.
Derek Jennings and Pirate Mike
We will
Smith.
start at 9:15 sharp.
both made it into finals
All right.
for the Open.
So it looks like Ren is
She's
in the
close.
second position here. Yeah, not quite enough to
Yeah.
catch Zoe or Louise.
Louise.
Louise is player 1.
She passed Zoe with
But-
that last monster fish.
Really respectable scores from everybody.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Got some official scorekeeping happening.
Okay, is that a wrap then? Since we bounced around,
Yeah, that's it for the games. We're just tabulating on the scores now, and we're going to see who our champion is.
yeah. Yasmine, our fabulous tournament director, going to do some tabulations here
Shout
and
out
make
to my husband Colin here directly behind me in this purple Pindigo shirt. Just subtle. He's staying nearby, making sure I don't need anything. He texted me when the raffle started. He's like, "Do you have your tickets?" I was like, "Yeah, it's handled, thanks." And then he's like, "Did we win?" I was like, "No."
I will be astonished if Travis hasn't made his way to the tiki bar by this point.
Is there a tiki bar around
There
here?
sure is.
Ooh, you
Boy,
gotta show me
howdy.
where that is. My hotel's bar closes at 11 p.m.
Rude. Are you at the Murano then?
No, I'm at the Marriott, the main
Okay.
Marriott.
That's a new one. Okay, what are we looking at here? Group 1. So our final winner taking it home for PDX.
Zoe Rabel taking home that $750.
Still waiting on Cheetah scores.
Oh, still waiting on Cheetah
still
scores.
waiting
Now,
on Cheetah.
I spoke too soon.
There we go.
You
Ren.
tried to make me.
You
made
it was
me
fake
pinch her.
out. Fake out. I'm
Wow.
sorry, you guys. Another jinx. My bad.
Alexa's not my friend anymore.
Ren Logan taking home the W. 20 points, a commanding 2 firsts, 1 second, and a last. We won't worry about that.
That is well fought.
Well fought. And she was one of our last players. Talk about pressure, y'all. You're the
Right.
last person playing, and you know you're right in there.
We're gonna get this interview with Ren, I'm assuming.
Yeah, coming from behind.
Excellent.
Wow, congratulations to Ren. I think this is probably her first major tournament win. And really a fantastic player. She's getting
she's
high fives from
so
her partner,
sweet,
Dawn.
like-
In the background there, by the blue table. Props from Ashley. Really, props to everyone.
Everyone in the group's so excited for her. These little victory dances, and
Chat's all excited for her too.
I love it.
And thank you so much for joining us, chat. We appreciate you. We see you. We appreciate you. Oh, Vanessa, who almost just missed qualifying for the final by a whisker, so she's crying a little. Maureen says she was in the top 4 in 2019, and it was meant to be. And she's only gotten better, y'all.
This is great. What a good return to the Northwest Pinball Arcade show. Like,
I mean, yeah, this is
obviously
truly-
it's my first one, but I've heard about it.
the bright light.
The bright
is-
light is a spotlight, so you
It's-
look good on camera.
Yeah, it's like a sort of like the opposite of like a ring light, a square
So
light.
we'll get the camera swapped here in a second for the presentation.
So we've got our finalists down. You can see them kind of at the end of the tournament bank here.
You can hear the cheers.
When it finishes, press the move button, the third one from the left. Yep. All good now.
Ren is experiencing the same type of emotion that I experienced, I think,
Yeah.
when I was able to take home the win back in 2017, which is sort of I don't want to cry. I don't want to cry. Oh God, I'm crying.
Okay, everybody. The finals are done for the women's tournament. We had 69 players in this tournament, spread out over 2 days.
Nice.
Let's go and meet the final 4. Fourth place goes to Ashley Weaver from Renton.
Big ups to Ashley. Really
There you go, Ashley.
winning the plaque and $200.
Ashley, why don't you go stand over there? over there. Third place, Louise Wagensonner from San Francisco.
What a sterling lineup of finalists
welcome.
here.
$300.
That's nothing to sneeze at, y'all.
Hug from Zoe to Ren.
Second place, from Portland, Zoe Frabel. There you go, Zoe.
Getting big shout outs for
And
Portland.
first place, first winner, Ren Logan. Winning $750 and a nice trophy. Congratulations. Everybody together.
What an amazing final here, and just an awesome tournament, I think, all around for everyone. Really, really awesome. Seeing these folks compete, seeing all of the just crazy levels of competition.
And these women should be so proud of themselves, and you can see that they are on their faces.
It's hard
They're
fought,
proud of
too.
each other. Celebration hugs, high fives.
And that's really indicative of like the environment that this tournament kind of brings about, is just like good vibes, being supportive of one another, and having a fun time while also keeping it so competitive.
Yeah, and I
So,
feel like
so
women's
competitive.
pinball in general is just so great. Women's sports in general. I
Yeah.
know some people don't like see pinball as a sport, and I'm kind of on the fence on it. But like
mean,
in
it's-
general, like
Yeah.
women's events and competition.
Um,
Great.
Yeah, thanks again for tuning in with us, y'all. Oh no, I've got a Godzilla, an Allison Godzilla behind us.
Gosh, that was so great. I got to watch some of the greatest games of pinball today.
Totally, absolutely.
Even like I'm on the verge of tearing up, happy for Ren
Right,
now.
it's
Just
like-
watching her look so happy.
I'm so excited for everyone here.
And like, yeah, chills, you guys, chills.
And did I hear that we'll be getting an interview with Ren? Or
Yeah, can someone grab her
Hey,
real
Ren,
quick?
Ren.
Here, give her the mic and get her on the seat down there.
Yeah, Ren, come sit. Yeah, you can.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can.
if you want.
We'll give Ren a moment to get
Okay.
situated here.
Do you want the microphone
Ooh,
to sit interview
hello.
with? No? Okay.
Okay, Max is
So I guess
is
Max is just swapping out with Ren, so we won't need that. Go
Okay.
ahead and put on the headset.
all right. Ren, thank you for sitting down with us right after your big win. I know it's probably a lot going on in your head right now. What are some thoughts?
I have like no thoughts right now.
We were just discussing, like, how does it feel
I
to be?
was spending this whole time trying to clear the thoughts.
Right, we just talked about that in our stream. It's like, yeah, what do? You kind of, it's like no thoughts, only flips,
Yeah,
just
basically.
pinball. Oh, we're so proud of you. Is this is your first kind of major tournament win? Is that correct?
Yes.
But you've definitely been kicking butt in like local tournaments for a long time now too. How many years have you been playing for now?
Like 5. Does that sound right? I
Yeah,
don't
that
know.
sounds about right.
5 years.
2017-ish,
So 2016,
yeah.
2017.
What was your favorite game of the evening?
Of the evening, Barracora for sure.
Like, what
I
was?
don't know why.
I agree. I loved
I
that
figured out the
Barracora.
little like 2-ball multi-ball.
Right.
And that, I don't know. That was like all I needed.
Yeah.
And like the fish going out of her head.
Yeah. The whole theme is pretty. The whole situation. It's a Barracuda and a Cora.
So other than winning, of course, what would you say was your favorite tournament moment in this women's tournament?
Oh my gosh. Okay. The Slayers having my back to this whole thing, and my sweetie Boise.
Yeah, John.
John.
We saw John Salzman in the
who
background
I can
giving you
now
all
say
the
I'm
support.
better at pinball that I think.
You're
than-
bringing home the hardware. That's yeah, clutch right there. And what an amazing performance. Watching you play was really a treat, Ren. like chills, for real, chills.
Yeah, Alexa's just saying all the things I'm thinking. So
Where you're like, don't look at me.
That's real. I mean, it's kind of like when you get to this level of competition, when you're getting to the later stages of play, it's kind of just like, I want to switch my brain off as much as possible and just try to maintain focus on the task at hand.
yeah, it seems like there's a lot of people here that are very proud of you. So we won't.
You're getting a lot of
too long.
You're
but
getting a ton of support from chat as well.
We have to ask. Do you have plans for the $750?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with that dough?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Get yourself a nice little EM.
A lot of LaCroix.
Oh my God, so much LaCroix. This one is sponsored by LaCroix, actually.
Love to have you again.
This pinball stream is sponsored by LaCroix.
Yeah, apparently.
We've been making up fake sponsors all night, so
Nice.
that's great.
Oh my God.
We're
fitting
saying
right
we're
in.
saying goodbye to Max Stewart. Thank you
Yeah,
so
thanks
much
so much to
Thank
Max.
you so
for
much for your
commentating
help
Step
commentating.
In.
Max was awesome. Great having her on the stream tonight.
Proud Papa Dave Stewart, also toting around a piece of hardware there. I think that was maybe from a Classics finish.
Oh, nice.
All right, way to go, Hot Stew. As I learned his nickname is tonight.
I'm sorry. I'm feeling so, Marshawn Lynch interview.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for a good reason. You just did a lot of work, babe. you just did a lot of stuff. You don't have to be a professional commentator at this point. What are you going to go home and just like crash and check back in with reality for a minute?
I think there's like a mini golf event happening.
Oh God.
Perhaps.
Oh yeah. That'll go late.
That should be fun. I don't know.
Yeah.
Use of the whatever's left of all this caffeine that I had today.
Right. I still have a coffee in my bag, but I was like, that's a bad idea. Were you doing qualifying for any other events this year?
I tried one for the tomorrow's like
The main. Yeah.
But when I didn't get into that, I was like, I'm just gonna focus on the women.
Yeah. Do you think that helped having a little bit of a run through before you did qualifying today?
Oh, probably. Yeah. I'm glad like I didn't have to commit to more before this event today.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. I was like, doing 2 yesterday was too much for me.
Yeah. That was
pooped.
again in 2017 when I won. It was the first year that I was, because of my work schedule, I was only able to attend on Saturday, and so I could. And instead of trying to do pin golf and main tournament and rookie tournament and all of the other and volunteer, I just showed up, did the women's tournament, and it turns out that works really well if you're trying to focus on achieving. I mean, unless you're like a crazy person, but yeah.
Hey.
So that's why I didn't do well. Doing all the tournaments and having no time.
Why don't you show that trophy in front of you there, in front of the camera? We got to show the winning trophy.
Hold up
Look
the
at that.
hardware.
Where's that going to go? Where's that going?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to make a mantle from a tiny diamond just for this. I'm going to make a tiny shelf right in the middle of my living room wall.
we can sink some anchors into
I'll
some
post
drywall
it on
for you, babe.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Instagram.
Hashtag
My only-
women's champion.
Hashtag NWPB
What do you think of that?
2022.
What do you think of that format and how you have to juggle between the 4 different games at the end there?
Personally, I love that.
Why?
I don't know why. It helps to joggle my brain. I don't know.
We were
Joggling of the brain that it makes happen.
Because there's a lot of variety
I don't
going
know
on,
why.
basically. Because a lot of variety,
guess.
like you can't concentrate on just one. You have to spread it over 4.
I guess.
You can't,
My
like-
brain is really is bad at focusing on one thing in general. So maybe I don't know.
Yeah,
figuring it out
Prevents
in
you
some
from
way.
overthinking,
Yeah.
perseverating.
Yeah. And having to maybe watch all of your competitors go through the same thing over and over and over again. You're kind of just hopping around.
Yeah.
Well, I got to say, congratulations. It was fun watching your journey. The chatters were definitely excited to see you jumping around and you're getting involved in every game. It was great.
You have an incredible style of play. And
We loved watching you on Godzilla.
yeah, I was like, oh yeah, she's liking this. She's familiar. She knows what she's doing, and she says, I like this game.
Yeah.
Well,
So what are you doing tonight after? You're going to go celebrate, right? You're going to go out?
Yeah, I'm gonna find my Slayers. I'm gonna, I don't know, see what they're doing.
A little mini
before
golf
the little
action.
Mini golf.
Because you haven't been doing enough competition
I did.
today.
Yeah.
Well, Ren, congratulations to you once again. We're going to let you go so you can go out and celebrate in style. It was fun watching your journey. People from all over the world. Truly, this was all over the world. We had Australia checking in
We got
here.
some Australians
Oh,
who were watching along with us. A lot of local Seattle
Cracking
folks
up.
too.
Yeah. So congratulations, Ren,
Yeah,
on
thank
a
you.
well-deserved
Huge
win.
congratulations.
me.
Yeah, it was really fun watching you play today.
It was
excellent
fun
play.
playing.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, Ren.
Yeah, and thanks
Take
for
care.
hopping on
Congratulations.
chat with us.
All right. And thanks to both of you as well. One incredible tournament, right?
Yeah, this has been. You were asking me yesterday about highlights. I think commentating has got to be up there as
wow.
one of my highlights. This is too much fun.
Oh yeah, pinball commentating is a blast.
It really is. He was like, thank you. I was like, don't invite me back. You're never going to get rid of me.
Once I knew I was not making it to finals, I was like, can I commentate? Can I do it?
Yeah.
Well, thank you jumping on board the Geek Gamer TV team. We really do appreciate having both of you here. I think it was a great tournament all the way around, from qualifying to the end. And that format at the end was exciting because we honestly didn't know who had the
It was
points.
Yeah, well, building a little suspense there.
Right.
Alexa built up my hope there at the end. She was
I'm
like, oh, Zoe.
I'm sorry. I should have checked before I opened my big fly trap. I'm sorry.
I should have checked the math and been like, wait a second, there's a game missing.
Right.
Well, I want to let everybody know who's watching us right now, especially if you're up in the afternoon in Australia or you're up on the East Coast at 1 a.m. We're going to be back here live tomorrow, Sunday at 9 a.m. for the Open Finals, or I should say Open Playoffs. That will turn into Finals, bright and early 9 a.m. And that's going to be a really big one because $1,000
On the line
is
there.
on the line tomorrow. And of course, I get so many people saying, yeah, I can jump on tomorrow because, if I don't make the playoffs. So we're going to have a lot of people going to be chomping at the bit
Oh,
for
yeah.
some commentary for sure. Ladies, thank you so much. Really do
thank you,
appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having us, Chase. It was fun.
It's been awesome. And chatters, thank you for joining our streams. Thanks for hanging out with us. I know a lot of you hung out with us for a number of hours today. Just crazy, crazy stuff. And we're going to let you go. We're going to let you guys get some sleep. Go out, celebrate. Congratulations to Ren again, your 2022 Northwest Women's Pinball Champion.
Ren Logan.
Ren Logan, and her name is going up on that banner for next year.
Name on
awesome.
on the board, hung from the rafters, as it were.
Thanks for watching Geek Gamer TV, everybody. Have a great morning and evening, and we'll see you guys and gals here tomorrow morning. Have a good one. See ya.
Good night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.